Alright, guys, we're back with another stream here. We've got Kai versus Vince in a top 8 match. I'm joined by Travis from what's your podcast?
It's the Winter Court podcast,
Yeah.
so we haven't been terribly active lately.
Yeah, but that's...
But we still have episodes. Go listen to them.
Alright, cool. So I got Travis from that, and also from the Discord chat. So Kingsley is taking a break from casting, and we've got a pretty nice matchup here. I think Crab vs Dragon is a pretty skill intensive matchup. Sorry, I'm kind of laughing because the two people in chat right now are just going off on me.
Yeah, I think it's a very skill-intensive matchup, actually. Dragon has to tread carefully around some of Crab's removal tricks, and Crab needs to be extra careful not to let Dragon get ahead too much early, as once Dragon gets a few of those provinces down, and as on the Stronghold, it's actually quite difficult to fend them off.
Alright, cool. The game is up. I'm going to go ahead and give you the password.
Sounds good.
And, coming from the Dragon player's perspective, the way that I approach this matchup is I basically try and go wide for a while, and like I'll play a lot of 1s and 2s, and then once I have a good base of 1s and 2s, I'll go ahead and move into like buying out my bigger characters.
Yeah, for sure. There's some really big characters in this matchup that can change things dramatically, like Sumiko being the first one that comes to my mind.
Yeah, in terms of dynasty characters, for Dragon, I like Sumiko. Mirumoto Raitsugu is actually really strong, because a lot of the low-cost crab characters are used for many things, like sacrificing for Witch Hunter, or Way of the Crab, or like Vanguard Warrior wants to be in a fight and then sacrifice himself, and Raitsugu can just kill them in their conflicts, because they are usually bought with no fate.
Yeah, and also, another like real point in favor for this matchup here is both decks play semi-similarly.
Yep.
They're both very tower-oriented decks. Crab doesn't have a lot of attachment control outside of Karada District, but Dragon does. So I think between the extra attachment control Dragon has, and the Mirumoto's Fury, I wouldn't be surprised if this matchup's slightly Dragon favored.
I think it's Dragon favored. I think it's Dragon favored slightly. Like if you're given equal player skill, I think it's slightly Dragon favored. However, it widely hinges on Karada District flip. Like if you flip an early Karada District, the matchup can swing really hard. Like the matchup becomes a lot harder to play. It's still winnable by Dragon, but it makes the matchup a lot easier for Crab. Because once the Karada District has been flipped, even for breaks, you have like 2-3 rebuilds. I think Vince is actually on 3 rebuilds too.
He is on 3 rebuilds, yes. He is also on 2 policy debate. Those are numbers that I see fluctuate from Crabless to Crabless. He is not running Watch Commander. That's another important thing. Instead, opting for Jade Tetsubo and Seal of the Crab.
Yeah, so Tetsubo is good. It's good in this matchup, but it's obviously just very vulnerable to let go.
Yeah. He's going to want to policy debate the Dragon player's hand if possible and make sure that there's no attachment control coming in if he's going to go for a Tetsubo play. Otherwise, I think just doing it blind, even turn 1, would just be too risky.
Yeah, for sure. He's on 3 court games. That's another number that's usually between 2 and 3. And then Kai actually has Kazue, which is a really big deal. If Vince doesn't have Karada District and a Kazue gets rolling, it can be really hard for Crab to win.
Yeah, for sure. The matchup can really go either way. I think it's just going to come down to whichever side ends up sticking a bigger board here.
Yeah, because the Dragon player also is playing reprieves. Also, it depends on if Vince can get off any value Way of the Crabs. Like if he can gain a fate advantage through his Way of the Crabs, that can be a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen unless Kai either bricks a flop or. I mean, I think pretty much just if Kai bricks a flop.
You can text their fate.
I think he's a good enough player.
You can text their fate and do it like in Fate Phase. Like if you make them like play Furies and stuff, and then in Fate Phase you drop a character. Because Vince is gonna be first player here, so I mean we could see that's a good opportunity to like ambush or skirmisher in Fate Phase and then Way of the Crab.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's unlikely we'll see a blowout way of the
Yeah,
crab, but we'll probably see a couple of value ones.
for sure.
Ones that are not going to be game winning, but ones that will definitely swing the board more towards Vince's favor.
Kai also has high
That we do
kick,
see.
which in this matchup is like Furious 4 and 5.
It is very much like Furious 4 5. It's actually extra good against things like Steadfast Witch
However,
Hunter.
we see Karada District turn 1 from Vince.
Yeah, we do see the Karada District. It's very important.
Yep,
in this
and
matchup
Kai immediately says,
freeze.
"Well, that sucks." All right, so I've played this matchup from the Dragon perspective against a turn 1 Karada District, and it does indeed suck, but it is far from unwinnable. Like you can still very easily win. You have to change your game plan, obviously, but it is a fate intensive to steal an attachment every single turn by the crab player.
Yeah, but it does basically turn off reprieve until that Karada District is dealt with.
Or used, like you can bait it,
yeah.
And then the one thing that Kai has to worry about, I'm sure Vince, both players are very good, so one thing you have to pay attention for is if the Karada District gets used and then broken and rebuilt, it can use its ability again.
Yep, because it has no memory of it being in play before. It's basically as if you drew a new copy of Karada District. But that would be illegal. So we see a Kasada opening for Vince into a pass that's going to follow up right here.
Kasada's not that great in this matchup. He's really susceptible to Fury, and the Dragon box is really easy to pop it.
Yep. We're going to still see the Mendicant come out, even though it's unlikely Kasada's going to get away the Crab, just because Crab has a number of really good complex characters that could come in for one fate.
For sure.
Although, I don't know, actually. Maybe Yokuni's actually relatively safe, just because Crab does only have one fate.
I mean, Yokuni's not that good on this board, though, because he doesn't have anything to copy.
It's true.
So, like, I could see Mendicant and Raitsugu, and then if he has a Fury, he could go for winning 2 conflicts.
That's very true. And Raitsugu with a favorable ground means he can attack with Raitsugu and still put him in front of Kasada to duel. And,
I don't know.
Perhaps take off a fate, though that's a bit
Yeah,
rough.
I don't know if you want to duel Kasada. One thing Vince has to be really... Oh, Vince does have the favorable ground, though, for Feast or Famine.
Yeah. Raitsugu's duel is a good way to pop Kasada's passive.
That's also true, and Raitsugu can favorable ground in front of conflict characters and duel them. Like Wayfinder or Skirmisher.
Yeah, both of them. Although I think it's unlikely the Skirmisher will have to deal with Raitsugu. I guess the favorable ground does mean Raitsugu can always be there.
Vince bids 3, Kai goes, Dragon go to 5.
Yep. Dragon was definitely bidding 5. Vince deciding to go 3 instead of 1 tells me he likely doesn't have
Spyglass.
What he's looking for. Although I'm not sure Spyglass is super great here. You're spending your one fate that you have on hold right now, and Kasada's unlikely going into 2 conflicts.
Yeah, I think Vince is gonna.
I think your best move is save this fate for a charge.
A charge or a mountain, I think.
Yeah, both of those are quite good. I would not be surprised to see Vince pass his first conflict here.
I would agree.
Also for a military void as well, and maybe charge out that Witch Hunter. I think it's going to be very difficult for Vince to navigate this turn, ideally, because if he does go for like a charge or a mountain, then Karada District won't be doing much this turn.
Yeah, it's really tough. Like, he doesn't want to hit Feast or Famine or Restoration.
Yeah, both of those would be quite bad.
Feast or Famine forces him to use his favorable ground, which he otherwise might not want to have used. But
I feel like it's relatively safe. I think against Dragon, you do sort of need to start scouting rather than sitting there and then risking it later when it could be even more impactful.
Yeah, so
I think it's relatively safe to just throw Kasada in somewhere and then favorable ground him out if it is Feast or Famine.
Yeah, you're what? You're basically 25. You have 3 provinces you're okay to hit because I mean Shameful on this board isn't even that bad.
Yeah, Shameful is really negligible, and if you can break it for basically free, that's awesome.
Vince passes first conflict. Not surprised.
Okay, that also makes sense. We'll see if he has a mountain does not.
I wonder what. So the province that's under Karada District is also really important. Is Vince on Pilgrimage?
Yep.
Yeah, Vince is on Pilgrimage. Like if that's Pilgrimage underneath a Karada District, that's so hard to break.
Yeah, it's exceedingly hard to break.
Or even if it's Meditations, like that's just really annoying to break. Like basically anything that's not Rally of the Cause is not good for Kai.
Yep. I imagine we're going to see a political poke here with the
I
Mendicant.
could see Mendicant poking at Karada District just to see what's up.
Yep. There's like nothing really threatening about Crab's Province lineup. I think the worst it could be is defend the wall, but I'm not
No,
sure if
Vince
is on
has
defend the
Ancestral
wall.
under his box, and he has Rally in his row.
Yep.
So no defend the wall,
Okay.
and
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing bad you can
I
hit
mean,
here if you poke
Manicure
with the
Garden would be
Mendicant.
the worst in quotations for you to hit.
Yeah. Oh, we just see a skirmisher come in with Covert, but we do see a favorable ground on Crab's side, so that's not going to really matter that much.
I guess it forces the use of it, and then
Yeah.
and then he could leave. I guess I don't know. It does make Vince go from 25% to hit a bad province to 50% because it makes Feast or Famine live.
Yep, for sure. I think Vince is probably just not going to attack this turn unless he has exactly a charge here. Or even then, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, he could charge to defend. I could see that. That would be reasonable.
Yeah. He can charge to defend, and then he can attack with Casada, then sacrifice the Witch Hunter to stay in Casada again.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And then favorable ground if he hits
yeah,
the
exactly.
Province. But
so
we see a Manicure Garden. That's still fine.
That's fine.
It's 5 strength. It's tough for Dragon to break. And it'll give him Fate every time Dragon tries.
Alright, so this Fate could be really important, because now, so Crab was pretty constrained on Fate for turn 1, because he spent it all. Now he can go ahead and has an extra Fate so if he mountains, he also can play another card.
Yep. We saw Kai pass here, so if Vince just passes, this conflict will be just an honor loss and a Fate off Casada for him, and that's not the end of the world. No Bonsai to threaten a break. So Vince is clearly thinking over some sort of option in his hand. Probably a charge. Oh, Skirmisher of his own. He chooses to defend with it, which is interesting.
No, he can use the Crab box to go up and make Kai play a card.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm not sure. It's a fine line. It's just costing Vince a card and a Fate also. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's already here, but could the Skirmisher have been better to scale and just take it down on it? You're not really threatened, because that's not really threatened unless you.
You're a robot in right now.
That's good.
So while Travis works on that, looks like Crab just used box and then Kai passed. So the mill poke just gets rebuffed by 1 card, 1 Fate, and a box activation. So Crab coming out ahead there because they both traded the same resources. Yeah, exactly, Rig. It costs Dragon the same thing, a Fate and a card. So it's a wash, and Vince just gets to use his box.
Yeah, so it's pretty good defense there.
Yep.
With Kai not really willing to spend cards, and maybe he just doesn't have the buffs necessary, though. It's more likely he just decides it's not really worth spending cards to try and break here.
Yeah, Nick's pointing out that it is indeed a net Fate because he got the one from his province, and he got the ring win, and he saved the Fate off Casada. So I think that's good.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm wondering if Vince is going to go ahead and make a poking attack and try and scout out some of Dragon's provinces here.
With 6 cards, I'm totally fine if I hit Restoration of Balance. Obviously, it's not what you want, but I would be okay if I hit Restoration.
It's 6 cards, but he could also perhaps have an attachment he could play preemptively.
What 0 cost attachments does he have?
I mean, he's still got a Fate. He could play a Spyglass and then just say, "I'm going to favorable ground no matter what."
He might be saving this Fate for a Karada District activation. So if you use your Fate as Crab, then Kai gets to play his attachments without consequence. So it could be dangerous if Vince commits to an attack, and then Kai can break Karada District on turn 1.
Yeah, I think it's much more likely that Vince is going to go for a sense of get a little bit of amount advantage, and then from there, going to round 2. and then maybe start looking to attack.
Joe was saying that if he was Vince, he would just not attack this turn.
Yeah, I think it's going to be most likely he's not going to attack. In which case, favor is up for Dragon to take.
Yeah.
If he just has the second combo, which is relevant for Suika.
You're still roboting pretty hard, as Rega's pointing out in chat.
Roboting for me as well.
We could try going into one of the calls in the Discord server. That's I think the server is hosted server side, not client side.
Alright. Better?
Yeah. Okay. This is better.
Yeah, I think it was just the call server being.
Yeah, because I think when you start an individual call, it's hosted client side because you can do like video stuff in there.
Yep, that's fair. Anyway, so this is a lot better. But I actually think taking the favor here is pretty strong for Dragon if it just passes. Because he's got a Mendicant, and he has an extra chance to find Sumiko, and if he doesn't have Sumiko, he's got Yokuni with a Raitsugu on board.
Yeah, that's very true.
So this could just be a very slow turn one, which is becoming more and more the norm in some matchups, especially against Dragon.
I was going to say, it feels like it comes up with Dragon. Ooh, Inspector80 has just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thanks, bro. Yeah, as the tournament winds down, my stream will become a little slow. But once the next cup starts, I will be looking to bring as much of all the rounds as possible, just like I did for this one. All right, looks like Vince is back.
Looks like he is going for an attack.
So Vince looking to put some aggression, attacking Yokuni, hits, rally.
Oh, okay. This is fine.
This is weird. That means Kai put rally in his row.
Yeah, it's a super interesting thing.
What do you think he put under his box? Probably shameful.
I'd have to get his list again real quick, but yeah,
it's the 2 fire provinces, manicured, shameful, rally.
It's probably manicured on the stronghold. I don't think shameful is that great against Grab.
It's not, but I mean on your stronghold, it can give you surprise strength.
Yeah, this seems odd.
So this is something that we do against Lion?
I mean, for similar reasons, it's pretty solid against Crab. But, like, it's still fine. And we're seeing a defense from Raitsugu.
We're just gonna see Kasada leave, I think.
I think Vince is okay with just leaving this as a win right now and taking that Earth conflict. So Kai has to commit to this somewhat.
Well, so Kai uses Raitsugu's ability, and then it gets canceled by Kasada. Kai pointing out how he really wanted Raitsugu to have to duel Kasada.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder what's gonna happen next. Probably just like an Ornate fan or some low value attachment coming out.
When I play against Crab, I like having Shameful in my row because I think honoring my guys is still relevant. Most of my stronger characters like Master, Yokuni all have relevant glory stats.
Yeah. This is actually really interesting.
So there's the Fury.
We see Fury come out.
I think if I was Vince, I would have left. That's why I would have left, is because of Fury.
Mm-hmm.
And now Kai can leave.
Yep. And because it's now political, you cannot charge the Witch Hunter.
You could have a Wayfinder. So he's got 6 cards and a Fate still. You could Wayfinder for the Earth Ring. So you basically spend 1 Fate to draw a card and make your opponent discard a card. I think that's worth it.
Yeah, I think
but Kai doesn't bother. He just leaves Raitsugu in to take the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's unlikely. I don't know. I kind of like pulling Raitsugu out, but I guess he just doesn't have a political buff.
Well, even if he did it,
you have to have 2.
Well, even if he did it, it would have to be a non-attachment because the Karada District's still online.
Well, he can also have just 2 political buffs.
Oh, sure.
Like
but that's dangerous, right? Like, I mean, playing a fan and then giving a fan, like I would take that as a victory for Crab, especially if I have a rebuild. It's a really dicey scenario.
It's fair. But we are going to get a free ring claim.
Which ring do you go for if you're Kai? Not many great options.
Probably just air. Take 2 honor. put yourself on a nice blanket here.
Any thought?
Water doesn't really matter because you're likely getting the favor anyway. And
you could honor right Sugu. Any thought to that?
A little bit. Honor right Sugu is also good. I think I just like air more. Okay. It just lets me draw 2 more cards.
Yeah,
later.
you're gonna get first player also with a fire ring that has fate on it.
Yeah, very true. And you're gonna maybe be playing Yokuni next turn where the fire ring's much more relevant than it is right now. So yeah, I think air.
Yeah, Rega, I think no, Rega, he needs two Paul buffs because Vince has active Karate District, and he basically just he just didn't want like say Vince plays a Wayfinder there, he didn't want the Earth Ring to get claimed by. I think it's fine to leave right.
And we go for water here.
Oh, we see court games.
Court games. Interesting. Not the most valuable court games considering there's a Yokuni in a province, but it does fizzle the conflict.
Also, having Raitsugu stay in the conflict means that Kai won the conflict. So that means that Kasada was turned off.
Yep.
And so we see Kai leaving because he's just gonna claim favor this way now. All right. So after this turn, who do you think is advantaged?
I think Dragon is fairly advantaged, though we do see Kasada still just kind of unanswered on board. But if Dragon sees Sumiko off of this Mendicant, then it's going to be totally worth it long term.
Okay.
Sumiko is like really difficult for Crab to deal with.
Yeah, especially if you get like
if
you get a tattooed Wanderer on that thing, it's just like real annoying for Crab.
Yep. So it's going to come down to whether or not Sumiko comes out, and I don't believe Kai's not running Censure, is he? So the favor is relevant outside of Sumiko. That is correct.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I wouldn't say irrelevant outside of Sumiko. It's still +1 military, but Sumiko's the big card here.
Well, if he gets it, if he mulligans Yokuni, he saw Sumiko.
Yep. And it looks like he did not. Well, I guess we're not there yet. We see Vince drop the Witch Hunter. It's reasonable. Okay, so we did see a mulligan of Yokuni. So yeah,
and there's Sumiko. Yeah, okay. So this is where Vince pulls a really good flop for himself, though. A dupe of Vanguard Warrior and a Keeper. So if he pulls, if he draws a conflict character, it could be really strong for him.
I think if he didn't discard the Witch Hunter, he'd be really well set up for this turn. He'd have a dupe of Kasada, a Witch Hunter with probably 2 Fate, and then he can probably force through a Earth Conflict unless Kai has 2 Fury, and then get a Keeper and use the Witch Hunter to sacrifice the Keeper. But I guess the Earth Ring has no Fate, so this is still fine as well. And Kasada probably going to have 3 Fate after this turn.
What's up next? Nick's asking if he missed something. He did do air. Nick's he aired with the Mendicant, but it got court games to 0 skill.
Well, it was water. He did water with the Mendicant actually to, I guess, more or less guarantee favor.
Oh wait, did he really?
But it was pretty well guaranteed. Yeah, it was a water.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I'm pretty sure anyway. Let me double check. Yeah, water.
Okay. Well, his conflict got zeroed by court games.
Mm-hmm. So I don't really care that much for that expenditure of court games, personally. You basically just spent the court games.
Why did Vince not play his duplicate Kasada? He'd already lost his opportunity to gain Fate.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know why he.
I think it's just strictly wrong because you deny yourself another card that you see on your flop.
Maybe Vince is really confident he's not going to lose the Void Ring, and next turn he might be able to do Kasada later. I don't know. It seems really odd.
So even if that's the case, like my argument is that you can just that sees you another card from your Dynasty deck, right? Like that's the reason.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can't think of a reason right now. So we see Spyglass come out. Now what's going on? That means he's probably got some means to use Kasada in multiple conflicts.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if I let go of this. If I'm Kai, I would consider it.
I'd be tempted.
There's just
I'd be considering
there's so many cards. So I don't think I would, right now because there's no way for Kasada to get into 2 conflicts other than the Water Ring. That would be the only reason I wouldn't. Is there's no Witch Hunter, there's no favorable ground. And, like, Talisman, like, even a Tetsubo here is really dangerous. Because, like, if you put a Tetsubo on Kasada to bully the Sumiko, you gotta watch out.
Yep, and I think as tempting as the Spyglass is to let go, the Tetsubo, the Reprieve, and the Talisman are just bigger targets.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what you should be saving your let go for. Those 7 cards.
Like, if Vince was a lower on cards, like, if Vince was, like say, 3 cards, I would definitely let go of this. But not on 7.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. I think you don't let go of this. And we see he does not, so Vince has the Spyglass and will be able to throw Kasana in front of this first conflict.
Alright, if you're Kai here, what do you attack, and where do you attack?
Political... Probably will go water just to remove the Vanguard Warrior. Fire's decent as well. Honoring Sumiko's quite nice. She goes to a 5/5. Actually, I think I'd go fire.
Okay.
That incremental advantage of getting that honored character into multiple conflicts will be very high. And you probably go with the Manicured Garden again.
Just to try and pressure the
now you have a real chance of... The Vanguard Warrior can't defend without immediately sacrificing himself because Raisugu could kill him. And
well, that's why I think water is strong.
I think it should be political.
Well, that's why I think water is strong because the Vanguard Warrior is not going to be in this conflict because it will die.
I think no matter what, it's going to be political, and we do see the fire ring switch to political just now. Yeah, so we're going to see a political conflict of 6 strength going at that Karada district.
Nick's saying that the Kasada that was left in the province row isn't Hida Kasada, it's his cousin Pina Colada.
I too like Hida Kasada.
Which
and taking
Vince says, "What you got against Karada, man? It's a fine district."
It is a fine district. Look at that. Look at the art, dude. Look how many people are having good times there.
It's like when I ask my Phoenix players why they keep Contra District when they have the favor over and over again. It's like, come on, man. Like let some other people have fun in the district.
Oh man, I've won so many games recently. I've been putting Satoshi back in my Phoenix deck, and I think he's gonna stay this time.
Oh, just a tutor district.
Yeah, and then you can stick it on your public forum.
Oh, that's so dirty.
It's super dirty. I don't even feel bad.
Do you?
It's like a win condition.
Did you drop Haughty Magistrate so you can only hit dupes and Contra District?
No, you definitely still run Haughty Magistrate. Haughty Magistrate's good in like every matchup. So you're either getting like a dupe of Satoshi, which is fine. You're getting Haughty Magistrate, which is one of the most busted characters in the game with our current stronghold, or you're getting Contra District, which is actually broken.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like there was no restriction on its conflict. Like, I don't know. That card's really annoying.
Yeah, I feel like they felt like the 1 per deck limit was like a good balancer, but then again, it's terrible design by any stretch. Regardless, I wonder. Let's go. We see Vince defend with just Kasada, which is correct because the Vanguard Warrior has more value elsewhere.
Well, also it'll just get killed. It'll get killed by Raisugu.
Yeah. That's what I mean, though. Like it'll just get killed by Raisugu if he defends with it, and leaving it out means it can attack water and ready Kasada.
I feel like Vince is gonna have a mountain here. So we see a policy debate.
This makes sense. So we see Charge, Cloud the Mind, Court Games, High Kick, Let Go, Fury. Oh, good thing. Whew. Pathfinder's Blade, Policy Debate, Reprieve, and Kazuo.
So
that Kazuo is a big deal.
Is it though?
Well, if the Karada district gets sniped, that could be a really swinging card.
Vince could have a rebuild too. I mean, Vince is playing 3 rebuilds.
That's true. I think you discard. I don't know what's really throwing.
I would take Let Go.
I guess
I would take Let Go.
Yeah, just get rid of the Let Go.
Or I would take.
I don't know. I'd actually probably drop a Fury.
Yeah, it's Let Go or Fury. Like that's what it. Like those are your options.
I think I just drop a Fury so that I only have to go through 1 more Fury this game. and not tilt off the face of the earth from 3 Furies getting played in the first 2 turns.
I mean, if I'm not even that far behind and all 3 Furies have been played, I'm totally fine. So like that's why I think you could get rid of the let go. Yeah, he takes Cloud the Mind. I
think he will fall a bit far behind here though if you can't get like a Water Ring to restand Kasada or stand Kasada through a different.
Well, you just play Mountain.
That's true. If he has the Mountain, then that's great.
I'm interested into why he took Cloud the Mind. Like, Cloud the Mind's annoying, but, like, Let Go frees up all your attachments. Like, once the Let Go's are gone, like, Dragon has a hard time. So, yeah, Nick's pointing out that the honor transfer is also pretty important for Dragon. This lets Dragon keep bidding 5 now.
Yeah. For sure. Though, this Kasada with the Spyglass will be sticking around, so Crab will be...
even.
Much more comfortably able to bid 4 and stay... or bid low and stay even.
So we see the Sugu duel get cancelled by Kasada.
Although we do know that Dragon has the Let Go for the Spyglass if it gets too out of hand. But again, I think since he only has 1 copy right now, he's much more likely to keep it safe. So for a rainy day, and we see Nishiyama bowed just to get a little bit more for Vince. Although it didn't really do anything yet. If Vince plays a couple political bucks, then he'll draw out more cards from Kai. We see a Court Games used to honor Sumiko, which makes sense. This Fire Ring is now not as useful, but can honor Right Sugu to either get Dragon in honor or dishonor the Vanguard Warrior, which is probably the right play.
Yeah, see, challenging Fire here is weird then if you were just gonna Court Games.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you're gonna Court Games, you should challenge Water.
I'm also not sure why you're posturing the Court Games right now. It doesn't change the outcome of the conflict enough. So like you kind of just threw away a Court Games when you could have just gotten the Fire Ring instead.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna break and this Court Games gets played, like you just played Court Games for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rega, yeah, there you go. Nick summarized it for you. The real question is, like, how is Kai gonna break this Karada district?
I think he needs to, but I don't think he's feeling like a lot of pressure to right now.
He doesn't even have...
This board is effectively neutralized.
He doesn't have any attachments in his hand. He has 1 reprieve. He has a reprieve and a Pathfinder's Blade. He just doesn't have to play them. Like, he could just be going for other provinces, too.
Yeah. Well, I think like he's just going to go for it anyway to get out of the way for the future, now that he's got that honor buffer as well.
Interesting.
On top of that, like, right now, he feels no pressure to really play any attachments.
He plays Pathfinder's
That's an interesting play. I mean, Vince knows he's got the reprieve, so I'm guessing he's just...
I don't even want to reprieve Raitsugu. Raitsugu's not even that good in this board state.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like you kind of just gave Vince a Pathfinder's Blade for no real reason.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like this is really risky because if he takes Pathfinder's Blade, he can then now attack freely into any province, and if he hits Restoration,
well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. If you take this Pathfinder's Blade now and you attack into Restoration, that just completely neutralizes one of the scariest Dragon provinces. So I think this is not exactly a play. And Vince doesn't even have to commit to this right now. He can wait it out a bit. But...
So, Kai is still not... Wait, does Kai not realize that this is a 5-strength province?
I think he doesn't. No.
Yeah, I have no idea why Kanto District has 2 strength, by the way. That's the other mind-boggling part. I think I would be totally fine if it had one strength like the other districts.
I don't know shot about. It deserves 2 strength because it's a Phoenix
That's
card.
fair. I accept.
I'm glad you're so accepting of my reasoning.
Look, man. Like, I I don't have to. Why did Vince play court games here?
Why are we? I'm so confused.
Wait, Vince wasn't getting broken.
Yeah,
maybe Vince.
I feel maybe like Vince. Both these players.
Maybe Vince also forgot that his thing was 5.
Okay, well, okay, this makes a little bit more sense now. He was buffing up Sumiko for a policy debate, which we knew we had.
Sure.
That's something we should have probably.
There's the rebuild.
Assumed.
Yeah. Oh, you could take Mountain here if you want. I take Mountain or rebuild.
I think you drop the Mountain 100%, like almost every time.
Interesting enough, Vince didn't play his second Spyglass in Casada before this happened.
Yeah, super interesting. I'm not sure why either.
I'm also not sure why Vince didn't just play Mountain as one of his first actions.
Yeah, I think he took the Fate with the Manicured Garden and played a policy. I can see the policy debate first, but he's been like, pretty sure he's
had multiple opportunities.
Yeah, and then like the court games trade here is really weird. I think like he should have just played the Mountain. So this is like really weird. This is a really weird conflict. I don't think it's going to go anywhere for anybody.
So Vince discards the Mountain.
Discarded.
So Kai is in for a long slog against this Karada District because he sees the rebuild.
Yeah. Well, I think the Mountain's the right move here.
If you're going to get another attack with Sumiko now.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to be not defended by Casada either.
Oh, he hadn't even used Manicure Garden.
Or Vince just played it
first. Vince just hadn't even used Manicure Garden yet. So like, I'm very surprised he didn't play this Mountain.
Yeah, I feel like my first action would have been like box, second action court games, third action Mountain does not fall, and you definitely had the time.
I would also have played Spyglass on Casada pre-conflict.
Yeah, especially considering you had the Mountain.
So we see.
We see Causeway put in. Hey, there's the break.
It
won't matter. It's a rebuild though.
This is fine and dandy. I think Vince should use Karada District right now. It's gonna get broken, and then you can rebuild it and steal an attachment again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. You can steal the reprieve.
And you get to rebuild it on Pilgrimage if you want.
Yeah, and you got all the fate in the world. Well, actually, I don't know. There is an argument for not doing it because Dragon has no fate right now.
That's true.
So, if you give Dragon a fate, then you turn Fury back on. And right now, Fury's not back on. That Vanguard Warrior can go. Scout provinces.
Oh yeah, you could do you could just do water.
Casada with water.
Yeah, you just attack water.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we see.
What just happened?
We see the Vanguard Warrior get sacrificed. I am uber confused.
Where did it go? Did it just wait, he waved the crab. Why? That didn't save the break.
Oh. Yeah. I'm at a loss.
All right. Well, Vince.
Vince, my boy. All right. Well, we see the Googleys are not just in the eyes.
This is just some. I'm just gonna.
I think Vince just drew the entire turn there. Because now the Karada's going to break and he's going to lose another combat.
Again, he should still use Karada District before it goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, he should. Yeah, Vince made a few mistakes.
This might actually.
This might
cost him a lot, actually. This is actually horrific. So. This is really bad. So Casada's gonna bow. Vince does not have a conflict character because we saw his hand. So Kai can then do military void at the Casada dupe.
Yeah.
And then clear off this Casada.
Yeah, and like think about this way: if he had duped the Casada in the first place.
Interesting.
We see the favorable ground rebuilt to move Casada out. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Well, now this Karada District is just gonna die, and we're gonna. We don't.
Well, it's gonna die anyway.
Well, yeah, but we don't have a rebuild now.
That's true. He should still steal the Pathfinder's Blade.
Yeah, now he should absolutely steal the Pathfinder's Blade.
Actually.
Oh no, he shouldn't.
No, you don't want to turn.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like, think how different this turn is if Casada had an extra fate from the dupe, or and the extra spyglass, and Vince played the Mountain does not fall. Like how different this turn is.
The chat is
is
head scratching itself.
Well, at least they used box.
Yeah, both of them used box.
Yeah, so that was like a very, very negative trade for Vince.
I think this one actually. I think this turn actually might be the game. Like, I think Vince was heavily favored going into this turn, and after this turn, I think he's severely disadvantaged now.
Yeah.
Especially if he loses Casada. Like, I think Vince. Vince can't attack.
You think?
No, absolutely you can't, because you just get voided and you get your Casada dupe broken. Like, you attack Rally, and who cares?
Well, no, I mean, like, he could attack Void.
He could attack Void, but, like, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Then you get hit by Earth Ring, which is also not great.
But at the same time, Sumiko has to go military now, but we'll have a Pathfinder's Blade, and is equal to Casada right now with the favor, so she's winning innately. There's no box for Casada to go up.
Let's take a look at
what was left in Vince's hand now?
He's got a bonsai. He's got bonsai, talisman. Talisman is gonna get let go. So his hand is bonsai, spyglass, talisman. I think is the remaining 3 cards.
He should pre-play that
spyglass.
Spyglass. He knows the bonsai is gonna win him the defense.
Yeah, because we know Kai's hand also, and Kai does not have a bonsai.
And this will give Vince a very strong fate advantage next turn. But losing the Karada is quite big.
Yeah, Kai's hand is currently Fury, Charge, Let Go, High Kick, and Reprieve.
Chiratai says, would Talisman have been good there to save Karada? You're right, but Kai does have Let Go.
And this goes back to Vince's policy debate, which took a Cloud the Mind instead of the Let Go.
The Let Go, yeah. Yeah, I definitely think the Let Go was the pick there.
Nick's saying in chat, it's like Vince wants to play on hard mode, and I'll have to agree with that.
Yeah. To be fair, we see Vince's game plan right here. Kai asks him, "What would you like me to do here?" And Vince says, "Concede."
He does give him a heart. He says concede with a heart, though.
Yeah. Vince just wants to be friends with the Dragon player. He does not want to actually break Dragon's provinces. He's like, "Look, dude. We're not so different, you and I. Just be friends and get along."
Are you into the lore for L5R? So what's the relationship between Dragon and Crab in the lore?
I'm pretty sure the Crab don't really care at all about the Dragon, and because the Crab are very pragmatic people.
Yeah, right. Because they're just on the wall.
They're like, what did the Dragon do that's of any worth to the Empire? Why do they exist?
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure that's like the exact Crab viewpoint of the Dragon. And meanwhile, the Dragon are like, Crab are cool, I guess.
So we see Sumiko going after this Keeper province instead of the Kasada province, which is also interesting. I'm not quite sure what you'd be afraid of because you have Pathfinder's Blade.
Nothing. Also, like, Crab's provinces are not scary at all.
Yeah, like meditations.
Rally to the cause, that's not going to get used.
Well, meditations would be the worst province to hit, and you have Pathfinder's Blade.
Yeah. Yeah.
So rally swaps.
Oh my god.
What?
What? What? Vince,
please.
What are you doing, man? I feel like he. What?
I'm at a loss. Was this? No one said anything in chat, so maybe I can't. Like I would have said misclick maybe, but no one said anything in chat.
No. Kai said do it, and Vince said, "Oh, I will, and I will regret it."
So basically, Kai called him a bitch, and Vince is like, "I'll show you." Like I don't know.
Yeah. Like, there's no way it's gonna blow the Pathfinder's Blade on that. What? I'm so confused.
Maybe.
And then we have a Water Ring resolved for Kazue. I feel like, I guess it didn't matter that much. It wasn't a Void conflict, so That's another thing. Is it Kai swung water instead of void?
He wanted the fate for Fury. So I mean, maybe you do air. Maybe you do air instead of water. So now we see the reprieve on the Honored Causeway because the Karada District is gone and the rebuild is gone. Oh my god! this turn, yeah, that's oh. Vince, please.
This was a turn. Vince, please, is what I would like to title this turn. I actually think that, yeah, it's like, it says turn 2 fate phase, and like, the official title of turn 2 in this game is just
yeah, this
Vince,
is like
please.
chapter 2, right? Vince, please.
He didn't lose Kasada and he still got the dupe, but
yeah,
that means he's losing a dynasty draw, but oh god, this whole turn.
Empathy, I would absolutely have gone after the Kasada province, but you could go Kasada province and hit void. I don't know why he didn't do that.
Alright, well, Vince does have a very crushing fate advantage here, so he can maybe come back on board a bit.
So, we see Yuruma, and we know that Kai has a charge. So, charge Yuruma on rally is really dope.
It's not as valuable as it is on, like, a Meditations.
Well, you can't, I mean, you can't do it with Meditations, because Dragon doesn't play Meditations.
Or, I didn't mean Meditations, I'm sorry, the other, Restoration.
I mean, yes and no, like...
That ends in Asian.
It depends on the conflict. Like if Kasada military is in a rally and you charge Haruma or Yuruma, you then have a 4 defense on that because Yuruma goes in and swaps it to political and he's a 4 political.
That's true. Although I still think Vince is not in any real position to be making attacks on the Dragon
That's
provinces. So I wonder if Vince is going to play a Crisis Breaker here.
I probably buy. You could buy Breaker, because if you buy Magistrate, oh, Vince just passes. Or no, he did no. Vince discarded Kasada, so it's his action now.
Yeah.
So there's Breaker. Because like if you buy Magistrate, then Kai just defends with his low cost guys. I don't like buying Swordsmith with no fate.
Yeah, I feel like 1 fate.
I would have at least 1 fated. I would have considered 2 fating.
Yeah.
I would have 2.
I mean, Crab's on 8 honor.
Yeah,
already,
I think
right?
I would have 2 faded, and then like you can go to like 3. You could bid 3 maybe if you wanted.
Yeah, we see Kai snipe the passing fate.
It's not like Kai needed a character with 0 for Feast or Famine. He had 2 characters with 0.
I met him 5 for Kai, and Vince calls it his 5 as well.
Vince
so
needs to 5.
Vince really needs cards.
Yeah, for sure.
He needs a conflict character stat.
He has a keeper in his graveyard.
He does, but he has to win an Earth conflict first. With again, Charge Haruma being a thing makes that quite difficult.
Yep. Kai uses Swordsmith. Swordsmith will show him. What does he take? Ancestral.
He's already got a Pathfinder's Blade. I'd be looking for like a reprieve or something, but he gets a dice.
He might not seen it. Cloud the Mind would have been also a good buy because he has these 2 Shugenja. Yeah. That's another reason to buy Swordsmith with Fate because it gives you a Shugenja going into the next turns.
Yep.
So this is really rough for Vince because he knows about this charge and he actually just can't attack Rally right now.
We did rebuild the Karada. That's almost certainly on top of what? Pilgrimage?
I would say that's Pilgrimage. Exactly. Pilgrimage. I would say it's Pilgrimage 90%, and then 10% it's
Meditations. Yeah. I don't know. I think Meditations would be super sick if Sumiko goes.
Well, he has Pathfinder's Blade, so you have to steal a Pathfinder's Blade first.
Yeah, but like you have the ability to do that.
Kai letting Vince know that you have a fun interaction you may not realize. You can sacrifice Kasada during conflict phase for candy.
This game is just memes. I was not expecting this much memes.
I do like the amount of banter that's in the game because like it's good if like when I play against a friend in paper tournaments like I'm pretty loose with my banter. Like I'll definitely give some back and forth.
Oh, definitely no complaints on my part. I love memes. So you see, both players choose to pass, so it's Vince's conflict.
All right. Hopefully Vince knows the interaction with Yuruma and doesn't walk into this rally.
Well, Kai does have to burn in action first for Kasada.
Well, he can use box,
and maybe he has the pull buffs for it.
He can just box onto Kasada.
Oh wait, he could also just steal the Pathfinder's Blade.
If you don't defend and then you box on Kasada. So like say Kai chooses no defenders, uses box on Kasada. Then
then you have an action window to steal the Pathfinder's Blade.
Yeah, sure. I can see that.
Yeah, that's a way to do it. Now, whether or not Vince remembers there's a charge in Kai's
This is the Earthring also, which is really important. Vince needs to win this.
Oh, he super needs to win this.
Oh, Kai has double fury. No, Kai has double fury in his hand. Vince isn't winning this in a billion years.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Fury is a fair and balanced card and very easy for Crab to deal with.
I was gonna say it's really annoying against Phoenix after they flip one stronghold and then box their characters and I can't fury them anymore. To be fair, a lot of Phoenix players I play against don't do that, where like they pre-conflict box their character.
It's super risky to pre-box.
It's if you get dishonored, you mean?
It's relatively safe against Dragon, but like if like against Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion you can't do it, right? Because you just get way of the Scorpion into oblivion.
Yeah. It's safe against Dragon if you're attacking political with 2 characters or attacking military.
No, Joe, if he charges in your room, the conflict becomes political, so you can't bring Crisis Breaker in. Oh, assuming he takes the blade. Yeah, assuming he takes the blade.
Yeah. And Vince does have the Crisis Breaker for the Fury if it happens. Because Kai happens. Vince does do it. He knows what's going on.
Why did Kai defend with the Swordsmith then?
Wait, what? Was this the first action?
No, Kai boxed.
Oh, Vince did pass.
Yeah, Kai boxed and then Vince passed.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like Vince has just not been using Karate. Like, Vince has had Karate District from turn 1 and he hasn't used it once. With a couple opportunities to do so.
Kai, you could assassinate the Smith. That would be cool. Probably assassinate the Doom Shugen.
Hits him with Eurosmith.
Eurosmith.
Next, Fury wouldn't have worked. You would have had the double Fury because you could the breaker would have moved in.
I guess like, what is Yuruma even like? So like I don't know. I feel like just doing a Fury here is so much better than charging the Yuruma.
Why though?
Anything.
You're
Well, first off, charge is a very valuable card. With
it's a valuable card in the early game. When I have this much fate, I don't really care about charge. I'm just gonna buy my big characters.
Well, it's also fate neutral.
Sure, like it's fate. That's why I like charging Yuruma. Like Yuruma is in the deck to be charged. I buy Yuruma with like 20% of the time. No, probably less. I buy Yuruma like 10% of the time.
Charge, but it's just like a Fury just does the job.
It doesn't though.
So much
no,
better.
It doesn't though. It just moves the Crisis Breaker in. You have to play both your Furies if you want that to work.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I still think Vince should have just taken the Pathfinder's Blade.
Sure. The Fury line is better if Vince takes the Pathfinder's Blade. If Vince doesn't take the Pathfinder's Blade, charge Yuruma immediately wins you the conflict.
Yeah.
And charge Yuruma is fate neutral.
And we see a
So we see
Skirmisher.
Skirmisher 1 fate to protect against fate phase way of the crab.
Yeah, makes sense.
It does like so he should covert the Witch Hunter.
Yeah.
If you covert the breaker can move in.
Yep, 100%.
You go Void Ring here, like 99%, I think, to void off Kasada.
100%.
Look, we've seen some not optimal things this game, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 99%.
What? This game's been purely optimal. This is Clash of Titans.
Welcome the.
They're playing 4D chess, and we're over here playing L5R. Okay.
Yeah. I guess, man. Like I'm. Maybe I've been playing Magic for. Maybe I went and took a break for too long. Cause like I just like forget how to play this game? I don't know.
with this chat too. Oh my god.
That's my card, thief. Oh god, can I take it back now? Too late. The police are on their way. Excellent.
Oh,
this is just some top tier chat.
Imperial magistrates have been. Yeah, this is some top tier chat.
Just so you guys know, Vince is indeed an Imperial on the server. Very serious person.
Very serious person. He's the Googly Meister. He's living up to his name.
He is indeed living up to his name.
This might be the best game I've ever commentated, just because.
Because of the chat?
Like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's going on in this game.
Yes, Soldier Token pointing out L5R is a serious game for serious people.
Super serial. Yeah. We do see the Witch Hunter converted, which is fine. Once we see those provinces, we'll see whether or not it's right for Vince to defend.
Oh, meditations?
It is the meditations on the
So that means that Chrono District is on pilgrimage.
Yeah. Well, now we should.
For first action, should we steal Pathfinder's Blade?
Oh yeah.
Please, Vince. All right. Hashtag please, Vince.
I thought it was Vince, please.
Was it Vince, please? Hashtag Vince, please.
It's Vince, please. Vince PLS.
Hashtag Vince, please. Hashtag no filter. Hashtag pray for Vince. He
pray for Vince.
Wait, no, he just has to steal the Pathfinder's Blade before he uses meditations. It doesn't matter what else he does.
Yeah. It doesn't matter the order here as long as he doesn't meditations before stealing the Pathfinder's Blade.
Yeah, for sure. We know Vince has a reprieve in his hand though. But Kai does have the let go. So we'll see.
But then Vince can talisman.
Yes?
But Kai does have like 4 more cards we haven't seen yet this game. Or this turn. So this province is like super breaking.
Joe pointing out he should have stolen the blade last round or last conflict or any other time.
We do see that.
Wait, he activates meditations and lets it get canceled.
He activates meditations.
Huh.
And it gets canceled. Alright, I don't know what he's saving the Karate for. He's had so many opportunities to use it.
Like, yeah, like we know the reprieve is out of Kai's hand. Like Kai played it last turn.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. He's got a plan, I'm sure. At least right now, if Kai wants to break, he has to bonsai.
Oh, Vince has a bonsai still.
Stolen by Karada. Yeah, I meant, like if he wants to try and force a break. Yeah, I think it's just like...
If I'm Kai, I'm playing a bonsai here.
Yeah, I think you do play the bonsai just to make Vince play a bonsai.
Man, imagine if the Swordsmith had... Oh, wow.
Oh, charge Neaton. I'd have to... Oh my god, 2 charges.
Wait, this doesn't do anything. It's blanked by Stoic Magistrate.
Yeah.
And then you're going to play an attachment on this and have it get stolen?
No. It's like, oh god.
What is happening in this game?
I don't know, dude. It's a game. This is L5R. This is L5R, guys. If you didn't know, it's a game by Fantasy Flight Games. It's a living card game. Yeah, it's got the. It's about samurai. You can see there's katanas on these cards.
It's set in feudal Japan.
It's not set in feudal Japan.
Is it not feudal Japan?
It's set in. It's totally not feudal Japan. That's the actual name of the setting. That's like what Rokugan means in Rokugani. It means totally not Japan. Dude, I'm just glad that both these players are kind of like embracing the pants on headness that is this game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, both players are still having are having fun. Like, look, I'm having fun casting the game. I'm just like very confused at some of the plays.
I am super confused, and like I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have asked for a better game to cast. too many games are like super serious where it's like I expect this thing to happen and then that thing happens.
Yeah, like I like games.
I don't even know.
I like the games when they're fun or when like there's just like a lot of action and like a lot of swings. Like the games that are really swingy are super fun. One-sided games are like just really boring. That's about it.
Yeah. Dragon has a 7-character board right now, so that's a thing.
Joe, are you not enjoying this? Like I don't understand. Like Joe's asking, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this.
Joe, I think I understand where Joe's coming from because I watch Phoenix players play on Jigoku sometimes, and sometimes they don't make the greatest. Of
okay, yeah, all right, that's fair, Joe. Like
it can be very frustrating to watch your clan.
Okay, sure. like I would agree, it's painful from a crab perspective, like trying to have your crab buddy do well, right? Like that's.
Yeah. I think Vince is just kind
Rega's saying they played the real game earlier today and are trolling us all. That would be insane. I would be so happy if they did that. How sick would that be?
Literally.
Yeah, Merholz in chat just types drinking now.
Oh no! What they're actually doing right now is they're actually playing 2 games of L5R. They have their Smurf accounts on Jigoku and another tab playing the real game.
No Lions Fry brawlers in this game, dude. No pro ballers.
Yeah.
I am really excited to see if in the draft game Westy plays Lions Fry brawler with Way of the Dragon and just bowing up.
And then it's gonna get called in on a favor or fate worse than death immediately because he's gonna play against.
No, he's playing in Sideshow first.
I know, but I'm probably gonna eventually lose. So I'm probably gonna lose because I'm actually really terrified of Woodwind stack. It's really terrifying. He's got all the removal.
I think you got this. You have Yoshi and stuff with favor.
Oh, I've got like 6 favor control.
Your entire deck is favor and glory control, which is like literally the nuts Phoenix deck, right? Like that's what Phoenix wants to do.
Yeah, that's what it did. I was like, I'm gonna make the Phoenix deck any Phoenix would make if it was open card.
Yeah, you got the 2 low cost characters Phoenix wish they had in Initiate and Brash Samurai. Alright, let's see. So we see Daisho on Neaton Adapt.
Yeah, Soldier thought I was Kingsley. I don't know if I should be insulted or honored.
I guess both? I don't know. Davis is
I'm insulted because he thinks I play Dragon.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm honored because he thinks I'm like the best Dragon player out there.
Okay, so there's a reprieve on this Kazue also.
The Kurata district hasn't been used.
Alright, alright, everyone, hashtag use Kurata.
Oh, no, you don't use it yet. You save it to the end of the phase.
Yeah. Well, if you don't use it on the Daisho, it breaks.
Yeah.
Because he just bows the Crisis Breaker.
Well, this isn't the Kurata province. It's under attack.
Hey, dude, I know what podcast he's on now. All right, the Winter Court podcast. I actually listened to that when I listened to every episode of that when I was learning the game.
Yeah.
I listened to all the podcasts when I was trying to learn the game, like, because I didn't start playing until after Imperial Cycle came out. I didn't play it all in core.
Alright, so we do see a Bonsai come out for Vince onto the Crisis Breaker.
Wait, why did he bow the Stoic Magistrate and not the Crisis... Oh, Crisis Breaker can unbow itself, because it just chose to defend. Okay.
Yep. We see Kai pass. Alright, Vince manages to expertly defend that, not break, and not use the Kurata, so he can use the Kurata on the reprieve. Whew. Kasada is going to get a reprieve, and then the Stoic Magistrate's going to get the reprieve from Vince's hand. One of them is going to get let go. So I think you need to bait the let go on the Kasada reprieve first.
For sure.
And then just let the Stoic Magistrate die. Or maybe Vince has another reprieve. This is going to be a weird game. We've seen a lot of reprieves. We see the Magistrate get sacrificed for the Witch Hunter, so Kasada stands. That seems good. So there is just a Doom Shugenja left, and Sumiko, of course. So attacking both with political. Just gonna take air for the fate most likely.
Well, there's still two Furies left in Dragon Hand.
Yeah, that's very true. But at least he's throwing out these two Furies. Vince, I think, mostly wanted the fate.
Well, Kai doesn't have any fate right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you just let this break.
You 100% let this break. It's a rally to the cause, man.
I want this to break real. I want this to break. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, and then you're gonna go break the.
You can break Pilgrimage. Can you?
Pilgrimage.
Wait, why does Kai defend?
I don't even know.
He's at 10 honor. It's not like he's. Who cares?
Yeah. It's just a rally to the cause, man. They're just peasants.
You don't care if you lose the honor for one defended. Like, you're at 10.
Yeah, you'll lose the honor and then like maybe another honor for air. Like, who cares? Oh, we see the Ornate fan coming on the Witch Hunter. So it's still breaking, and Kai will have to commit actual attachments to the Doom Shugenja.
Well, Vince asked us play the how many let goes game, and I hope Kai does not let go this fan. Please.
Yeah, seriously,
please.
It's just a rally. I can understand throwing the Doom Shugenja under the bus to not lose an honor, sure, because Sumiko can likely break that Karada district.
No, she can't. Oh, she can. She can. 5 + 1. No, she can't.
No, she can with any sort of.
Yeah, I think Kai has a fan actually.
Vince takes 2 honor instead of stealing 1. It makes sense.
Kai has a fan in his hand.
Yeah. Oh, that seems good. So yeah, now Sumiko's just gonna go break the Karada district. Reprieve onto Kasada using Karada district. God, that's a hard thing to say fast. Karada Kasada.
Karada Kasada, yeah.
I mean, okay, so Vince knows that Kai has at least 1 reprieve, and Kai knows that Vince has at least, or at least 1 let go, sorry, and Kai knows that Vince has at least 1 reprieve. So let going this reprieve, I think you still do it, but like, I guess not. Okay, he's just letting it go. I feel like if you don't do it though, then Kasada's just gonna get reprieve later.
Wait, why did Vince play reprieve now?
He didn't play reprieve. He Karada'd the reprieve.
Oh, okay. Wait, why are you taking meditations?
Or not Sumiko. I don't know why he's going to meditations.
Does he really not have a way to give 1 political strength? If that's the case, why did you defend with Doom Shugenja? I'm losing my mind. I'm literally losing my mind. Yeah, Kingsley's losing his mind in chat also. Like,
Kingsley, I recommend you watch the VOD of this game when it's over. I'll shoot you a link. You don't have to watch anymore. Well, first off, he's the meditations has already been used. So the meditations isn't gonna remove Sumiko. So it's a safe attack. But at the same time, the Karada district is literally free, assuming he has +1 political skill somewhere.
And if he doesn't, then he should not have defended with Doom Shugenja and taken the free break on Pilgrimage. Like,
yeah, we also haven't seen any political buffs outside of our court games used on Dragon side.
Two rebuilds have been played already. So there's Talisman. Yeah. We're gonna see Let Go here. Please let us see Let Go here.
Wait. Are you just going to Talisman it to the rally?
Yeah, you Talisman a rally.
Because meditation
is a better province.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that gets let go. Which is what you expect. Vince says I had a feeling, but Vince knew it was there. Vince, please. So this is still breaking. So does Vince have the second talisman? Is that what we're going for? Nope, no second talisman. Vince passes. Province breaks. That's the second break for Dragon. I still think Dragon is quite doing quite well overall in this game. Like, this Sumiko is continuing to just be the biggest pain in the butt.
Alright, so the dust settles and Crab's board is way better, but they're down breaks.
I don't think it's that much better. It is better, don't get me wrong, but Sumiko just basically is 3 characters when you're going first. So you could imagine that one Agasha Sumiko as 3 5/5s.
Yes and no. You can't going first. Yeah, you're right. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Also the water ring is really good right now against Kasada.
We get another Iron Mines. It's on the Broken Province.
We see
so
double Vanguard Warrior also.
Stop it. Yeah. Oh god.
This board isn't going away anytime soon.
This is actually a fantastic board for Vince.
I think if Vince had just used his Karada District properly this game, he would have very easily won.
I think so too. I think if he used it at all this game, okay, he's used it once. He used it once, but still, like, come on, Vince. Yeah, I think if Vince just didn't completely botch turn 2, and like did the
if we just didn't have the Vince please turn,
he would have just won the game.
Yeah, if we didn't have the Vince please turn.
Yeah, if turn 2 wasn't Vince forgetting how to play the game, I think it would have been pretty good. But I think he's doing pretty well this turn. We do see an investigator for Dragon.
Kai chooses a bid and immediately says, "I bid 5 for you." In chat. Vince hits him with "you ruse." Kai immediately.
Kai did actually bid 5.
I've done that in paper games where I like don't even bother and I'm just like, "I bid 5," or like when it's very obvious I'm bidding 1, I'm just like, "I bid 1."
Oh yeah, I have a friend who plays like dedicated Scorpion Dishonor, and it's just like he'll just like pick up his dial, look at it like it's like something he's reading, and then just stick it back down without touching it with more than one hand. It's just like, He knows his deck plan. So this is interesting. Now that you've got this Iron Mine for a turn, so I think he probably just like Fate Kasada with the Vanguard Warrior, and then use the other one for Witch Hunter, unless you have a combo character, in which case you'd probably put the other one on the Witch Hunter or on Kasada.
I would, yeah, and then you Iron Mine the Crisis Breaker.
The Crisis Breaker, yeah.
Like, this Karada District still being in play is so bad.
So as Kai, you almost certainly go political water first.
Imagine if Kai had,
because you've got an investigator.
Well, imagine if Kai had broken this Karada District and not played his reprieve like before it was broken. He could have then had the reprieve for Agasha Sumiko.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with a lot of the decisions this game. The objectively best move here for Kai
is water.
Is for Sumiko and investigator to go political water at the Karada District.
It's pilgrimage though, so
or
no,
the
rally. I think you go rally.
He could do rally. But then the Karada District's going to be there all game.
I mean, I feel like you conceded that point when you didn't kill it last turn.
That's fair. Super fair. But I think...
I think if you go after it now, you're going into sunk cost.
Perhaps, yeah.
Where you've already committed all the stuff to not killing it, and then you're like, well, crap, I gotta kill it now.
I don't know, I think if you send the Doom Shigenja, too. But...
Yeah, but then you just open yourself up to getting 2 provinces broken this turn.
Yeah. Unlikely, because Sumiko will be able to defend the second conflict.
Yeah, but if you do first, so if you send the Doom Shigenja and then Crab does political with Witch Hunter Kasada, that's a pretty strong political attack. A lot of the 2 of the Dragon provinces are 3 strength.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Dragon just takes the rally here, threatens Stronghold. Yep. Crab can maybe break a province this turn, and then it just becomes a grindy game until Dragon wins. Or Crab manages to break like 1 province a turn for the turns. Yeah. It's possible. He's got the means to do it, right? We do see the second and third Vanguard Warrior, the second Iron Mines, I think. First Iron Mines, my bad.
Yeah, he's had one Iron Mine. He's seen two rebuilds.
He hasn't used a single reprieve this game either, I don't think.
He has one in his hand, and he has not played it, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he used Dragon's reprieve last turn.
So
I think Crab has the ability to stall this game out. I just think we're going to be in for the long haul. We see a massive defense here. Rather, it's mostly just everyone who is not Crisis Breaker defending and has no fate. So yeah, we see Shiranishiyama used to immediately pump everyone up to 5. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a policy debate come out from Dragon with Sumiko and a Vanguard Warrior. That would be fairly favored towards Kai. Kai just attempted to use the Investigator and it got canceled by Kasada. So that's a mistake.
What is...
Yeah, Kai just forgot Kasada.
This is a top 8 match. This is a top 8 match. I feel like I'm not trying to be mean to these players, but I feel like the play at this level should be tighter. Or I'm just saying I feel like I'm not being unreasonable in expecting a higher level of play, right? Like that's what I'm trying to get across.
Well, I think I don't know for sure. But I think neither player is really taking the game all that seriously.
That's fair.
And because of that, they're just like not really thinking through a lot of stuff as much. But yeah, that Investigator play is like a huge whiff. Like, you're not being unreasonable though.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Like in a top 8 match, I feel like it's not unreasonable for me to want the players to play better.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now.
Look. I'm still doing it, man. I'm still in it.
Yeah. So Vince gets to keep all of his good cards, and Kai gets no information this turn. I don't. Wait, did he actually spend the fate as well? Yeah, you have to spend the fate before.
Lazy Ninja. All right, Travis. We're gonna test your sense of humor here. No one expects the Spanish in Casada. Ooh, that one's good.
It's actually pretty
good. That's a good one. All right.
I've heard better.
Yeah, that's a B. That's a B.
I think my favorite one is Hida Casada. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Wow. Wager gives it a D. A D. Harsh.
Oh, shit. We're just going to start rating all the Casada
Yeah,
puns?
or just any puns. Puns immediately need a grade. Yeah, I agree, Rig. Paying 1 to do nothing really hurts.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just paying actually 1. Actively paying 1 to maybe your opponent.
To be fair, it's not to do nothing. It does pop Casada's box. So it does do something. If Vince has a mountain, if Vince has a mountain here, it's like really horrific.
I mean, he had one get policy debated earlier, so he likely has another, saying just over half of his deck. It's like very possible anyway. Let me just pull up the list real quick. How many is he running? He's running 3. Excellent. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see another mountain here. Also, he finally placed the second Spyglass on Casada. Like, that second Spyglass could have been there since Casada came into the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Spyglass could have been on Casada this whole time, and he just didn't want to.
He could have had like 6 more cards.
Yeah, dude, drawing cards is for losers.
Yeah. Vince is like, alright, I don't want to mill myself out. That's what he's playing for now.
Blarg in chat points out they should get random Fate Worse Than Death falling on their heads for this game.
We need like a Hearthstone card that's just like Fate Worse Than Death on a random person every conflict. I don't know why, but for some reason, like every time I try to say a Fate Worse Than Death, I like trip over it. unless I consciously
I don't say the A
to not trip over it.
If you say the A, if you leave the A off of it, I think it's a lot easier. If you just say fate worse than death.
No, it's actually harder.
Really?
Fate worse than death.
Okay.
It's like way harder. I'm just gonna like pronounce the shorthand of it. It's
what F? It's FWTD.
A whiff to death.
A whiff to death.
Yeah, it rolls right off the tongue. You see. There's the Tattooed Wanderer coming in for an extra 1 political skill, just enough to win the conflict.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Could have also just put it on Sumiko and coverted a character.
Vince saying, I was wondering if you had him.
Ooh, that's a D right there. That's a D for
really?
sure.
Nah, dude.
I was wondering if you had him.
It's an easy.
No way, no way. D.
Easy.
D. All right, we'll let chat decide.
Yeah.
Lazy Ninja. That pun's already been made. That's all. That's also a D.
Yeah. It's been made, but how far into the song did they go?
Fro hits him with an S.
Yes. See, Fro's on my side. Look at this. He understands. He understands good dad jokes and puns.
Insanity with the Z.
Yep. So we see the Water Ring claimed, and it's going to bow out the Crisis Breaker. Not that that matters currently.
Yeah, because
there is a Shugenja on Dragon side, so we could see a Cloud the Mind come down.
That's.
Oh wait, we already did see one on the Witch Hunter just now. Yep, and that makes sense.
So, because the Breaker's just going to unbow in the military conflict that Dragon has to do.
Yep.
So.
In the meantime, are you going to do a military or political conflict with your Witch Hunter?
You could also not declare.
Yeah, and you could just go on the last conflict, but then again,
well, you can't go on the last conflict. You just defend. You defend to prevent the break, and then you have a much better board going the next turn.
That's fair. That's a very good point.
So you just use 4. You'll have 6 versus 3, 5, 6, or 8, 9, 10. So 10 to 6. So if you have any mill buff, you can prevent the break.
Onimaru continuing the song past the first verse. Very good. I'll go first. You can go a little farther though, and say if you're not okay with the Yogo, and you like punching Crane.
Wager in chat saying I've literally been training my whole life to grade puns. I mean that's true, very true.
This is why this match is the greatest match.
Yeah, Jay. Wager's one of my buddies in real life, so that's very true.
This wasn't a test of who's better at L5R. This was the test of who's better at memeing puns.
This is the test of who can last longer in just the silliest game.
Yeah, this game's gonna be like a grinder house for sure, unless Vince messes up and gives Dragon the win. But
the bad part is it just didn't have to be.
Vince could have had at least one more broken bronze and been able to race. But yes,
Vince could have won this game very easily, and then he threw the game to Kai. So then Kai had a very easy chance to win the game, but then he's like, I don't want to win, so he threw it back.
No, it's not really thrown back. Now the ball's just kind of in the middle of the court.
And both players are wheezing, and they have to whoever gets the stamina first to go grab the ball is gonna win. Is that how this works?
No. Both players are waiting for the other player to grab the ball, so that they can kick them in the face when they bend over.
Look, Joe, I'm going to Cincinnati in March for a Magic tournament. So if you want to be my friend in real life, I'll see you there? ?
Yo, I'll be there.
Oh, are you going?
I mean, Cincinnati's not that far. If there's actually L5R play, sure.
No, it's a Magic tournament. It's a Star City Games event.
Oh, Star City Games is cool.
Doing a team tournament. I'll be in Columbus at the end of April.
Oh, we see the Feast of Famine hit. No, actually, this is actually probably the perfect time for
not really
Crab to hit it. It's I was out at the Witch Hunter having a fate, but he's got 2 Vanguard Warriors and an Iron Minds to just keep his 3 big guys around.
It keeps Sumiko alive.
It does keep Sumiko alive.
That's actually the issue.
Yeah. No, it's fair points. But like, I've definitely seen swingier Feast or Famines.
Well, now hopefully Kai just attacks this Karada district. It's airing. Please don't defend. Good, he doesn't defend.
Yes. Vince continuing to go
Please
air.
also don't fury
I guess
this.
just wants
okay,
the
good,
fate.
he passes.
If Vince does third rebuild for favorable ground, I'm out.
How sick would that be?
It wouldn't be that good considering this is the grinder house game now. Oh my god, no! Vince, please! I would have just let him have it. That rebuild is an iron mine. Okay.
Look, Rick, I'm not irritated. I'm just like, I'm expecting more. Like,
this game is...
maybe my expectations were too high. How's that? I don't know.
Need to let go your attachments to
good gameplay.
To games that make sense. I don't want to be as mean, but you can say it like that.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's mean.
Yeah.
Like, I still love both these players. Like, I met Kai at PAX South. Like, he's a really nice person.
Yeah.
Like, I had a really good time talking to him and playing. I played him. We talked. We hung out. Like, I have no problem against the person. I just wish he was playing better in this match. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Lazy Ninja. It helps him prevent the counter break, but the problem was Vince just didn't have to attack.
Yeah. It's about loss value here. He helps prevent the counter break here.
But he also just didn't have to attack.
He spent that rebuild that could have been an iron mine just to get a fade off the air ring. Is basically all that happened. He did learn where Feast or Famine is. That's not insignificant. So in the future, he knows the last two provinces are Restoration of Balance and not Shameful Display. They are Manicure Garden. Unless Manicure Garden's on the Stronghold.
No, Bill, as bad as I played in my cup match, I'm pretty sure I still played better. And I played really bad. The thing was that Micah didn't play badly, or that badly, so I lost. If Micah had played as bad as I have, my game would have been still probably going on. Lazy Ninja, it doesn't even turn down the Fury power. Crab has such low glory that like you can just always bow their characters.
I see. Until you are on Dragon Stronghold.
Not even like Kasada, Witch Hunter.
Okay,
Kasada, Witch Hunter both get bowed still.
No. I like until you're on their Stronghold.
No, why are you attacking
you can bow like every character that's.
What? Please no. He has no more rebuilds. He doesn't have any more rebuilds. Please. I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now.
Well, it's a game. So, and he knows what's under there, right?
It's Pilgrimage.
He has to know it's Rally. Or I meant Pilgrimage, yes, that thing. Rally's the one that's face up, and I can see it on my screen. Because, like, there's no way the Earth provinces are there, and even if it is, so what? Like, I don't know why you keep going at the Rally here.
Look, dude, it's
just take out
in text. It's hard to denote sarcasm. But I feel you. What is this face that Joe used?
Well, the PogChamp does kind of actually denote sarcasm. But anyway,
I've always assumed Kappa was the sarcasm one.
Yeah, PogChamp is more like wow. But anyway, it doesn't particularly matter here.
So
this province is breaking.
Like Kai doesn't have to do anything. Kasada's still active, so he has to make sure that he remembers that.
Yep. But there's still the Dragon Stronghold that can just
Kingsley's come back after playing Fantasy Strike, and let's see what he has to say.
Kingsley, go back to Fantasy. Dude, I'm telling you, just like, we'll get you a supercut. It's fine. The supercut will be like 5 minutes.
Nick's saying, "How do you peel your eyes away? That's strong willpower. This game is just great storylines."
Yes. This game's been going on
Oh
for an hour
yeah,
and a
Joe's
half,
saying
too.
Casada's not active because Kai won that one conflict. Yeah, he.
It's not Tetsubo! Oh. Wait, why didn't he play the Tetsubo on the Witch Hunter when it was attacking Feast or Famine? And knock its own fate off.
Can you do that?
Oh, it's gotta be lower. Darn it.
Yeah, you can't target yourself.
No, it's gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
lower. Not
Well, I don't
equal
think
or
you can
lower.
target yourself anyway.
Ah.
Balance, choose a participating character. Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
you could if you had somehow have lower military than yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, darn. That would have been next level. You bonked yourself with the
How
Tetsubo
hype
to
would that
prevent
be?
Feast or Famine. That would be super hype, dude.
Alright, so we see a
That would be the
bonsai. We're
hypeliest.
gonna see a bonsai from Vince.
Oh my god. What a game.
I think this is where Dragon loses actually.
I think if Dragon doesn't actually break this province, Crab is looking really good. If Dragon does break this province, they still are able to just build a board over the next 2 turns without really being at risk of losing the game, and then maybe overpower the Crab's board. But Vince has still only seen one Iron Mine, and hasn't played a single reprieve.
He has one in his hand. We know he has one in his hand.
Yeah.
And we know he has 2 Vanguard Warriors in play. Like.
Do you think this game might go until Conflict Deck cycle?
No, maybe, because Vince can just drop his bid down and use his spyglasses.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's still like you're drawing cards.
Yeah, but if you bid 1 and then you draw, that's like drawing 5. That's 3 turns. I don't know. I don't think so.
If I'm low bidding as Vince and I'm actually getting honor off it, though, I might actually consider cycling my deck just to get the rebuilds back.
That's true.
That's like 8 turns from now, though.
Like
Like
maybe that was.
Hopefully the game doesn't go that long.
Maybe that was Vince's plan by not putting the spyglass in Casada. He's just like, I don't want to draw too many cards.
This is a game.
Yeah.
This is a game that happened in the annals of L5R history. We'll look back on this game years from now and go, what was Cycle 1 meta like? And this game will be there for those who are interested in the history of what happened. So, hello, future. I know that Phoenix may look broken 3 cycles from now, but I promise they're balanced and you shouldn't change anything.
Blarg44, who are you in on the Discord channel?
Read the brackets so you can play Kai and Vince can go play Largest.
Yeah,
Isn't Largest playing Kingsley, though?
Next, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Largest and Kingsley is the top half of the settings. Yeah. This conflict's still going on. We did see a let go happen on the Tetsubo. And, to be honest, the let go of the Tetsubo is not nearly as swingy as it normally would be, just because this game is so fate-rich.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Kai spent like the first.
Losing
Kai spent the first like 3
deal.
turns attacking Manicure Garden.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've seen 2 let goes used now, right? And still 3 reprieves in Vince's deck. Vince's board is basically not leaving play
ever
for 4 turns.
There's still another Casada dupe in Vince's deck.
There's still another Casada dupe. There's still 2 more Iron Mines.
3 reprieves and
There's still
yeah.
3 reprieves.
And we know Vince has at least one reprieve in his hand already.
We've also only seen 1 mountain from Vince.
I think Vince is on 2 mountains.
He's on 3.
Oh wow, yeah, okay, so.
We've also, besides that, there's 1 more let go for either reprieve or talisman.
If I'm Vince, I try and bait reprieve or let go with reprieve, and then try and stick talisman. I think talisman's more impactful.
Well, talisman will just win Vince the game if it's
because it makes any breaking stronghold attack move to pilgrimage.
Yeah, and then you don't get the ring. In addition to, well, it's probably not going to be stronger, but yeah, Vince gets basically 1 free redo on the stronghold with the talisman. We see a skirmisher come into the conflict just to prevent break. This makes sense. It's also got a fade on it. So I wonder if we're gonna see a Fate Phase with a crab.
Yeah, Fro,
And it's not very good because of a Tattooed Wanderer, but could be a
Fro,
thing.
this game, I don't know, the time of play wise doesn't make any sense, I agree. So Kai wins, doesn't break.
Yep. I wonder. Oh, we didn't see an assassinate. I was like, if Vince has an assassinate for the Tattooed Wanderer, then a Fate Phase Way of the Crab is actually super sick on the skirmisher. But I guess he just doesn't have it. We see Vanguard Warrior give a fate to Kasada. We see the other one give a fate to the Witch Hunter, most likely.
Yep.
And then, or well, here's the thing. I think it's actually worth arguing that you should give another fate to your Spyglass Kasada, just because the game might go that long.
Yeah.
And then use the Iron Mine on the Witch Hunter that has Cloud.
I would agree with that.
And then just let the Crisis Breaker drop.
Yeah, it's Dishonored too. I think that's correct, actually.
No, we see the fate on the Crisis Breaker, which means the Iron Mine is going to be used to save the Witch Hunter.
I don't like that line of play.
I think it's definitely better to put 2 fate on Kasada. But hey, whatever. Oh, actually, no. There is an argument against this, and that's because now all of his characters will have no fate, and he can break Feast or Famine.
Oh, sure. And then you just...
So this is if that's his game plan, this is fine.
Joe, he could be keeping it for Seal the Crab synergy also. Vince does have 2 Seal the Crabs.
That's true. That's true. And he's probably gonna see one within the next few turns, and we know he's got Reprieve, at least one, probably 2. Yeah. I feel like maybe you should have just let the Crisis Breaker go. But if you've got a Seal of the Crab, then that's okay. But if you had a Seal of the Crab, I feel like you would have just played it in that last conflict and moved Kasada in. So I don't know.
He also
obviously doesn't
I think
have
you
it
just
now.
leave the fate on Kasada also. Who cares? You just don't attack Feast or Famine. You attack the other 2 provinces. Like, I don't care if I hit Restoration of Balance. I have double Spyglass.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, for real. And then, like...
Shameful Display doesn't do anything.
Mm.
This is a...
Shameful Display your crab. Like, who cares?
This is a really good flop for Vince and a bad flop for Kai. Kai flips
okay flop for
Kai flips no good
defensive
defensive characters for the military onslaught that's about to come.
Yeah. But, like, it's still alright, offensive-wise. It has enough to put that last break pressure.
I would have bought Witch Hunter instead of Shuichi.
Mm.
Bill,
that Witch Hunter is
Bill Karada District doesn't work like calling in favors. You cannot use Karada District to move Cloud the Mind.
Yeah, it must be from an opponent's character to your character, not from any character to the character you dishonor. Yeah. I guess he bought Shuichi because Shuichi's unique, and I guess it's just another character he can stick on the board forever. Where the Witch Hunter will eventually go away without dupes. But I think he's just losing a Witch Hunter here. Okay, he could have a charge.
Yeah, charge is reasonable.
And charge Witch Hunter is better than charge Shuichi. Yeah, it's hard to say based on what we know. And we see a 1-4 bid, which makes a lot of sense. Vince is literally just...
Yeah, Vince is going to 1-bid the rest of the game, I think.
Despite... I think Vince is in a very strong position to win this game.
I agree.
We do have Yaruma again, who can charge again, and almost certainly will charge again. Hopefully Kai remembers to use his Investigator after Kasada has been popped, and not before. As Vince here, I think I go Earth. How many keepers does he have? He has 1, right?
Let's see real quick. Yeah, just the 1.
He's got 1. Yeah, so I think just doing a keeper. Going for an Earth here is pretty solid. I think at this point you're just trying to grind Kai out, so start taking that Earth ring. Soldier does bring up another good point, is that Shuichi works very well with the Karada District here. So, because that's apparently staying around forever.
Yeah.
So we see Casada and Skirmisher go on an excursion. Military excursion, looking for that restoration of balance. I don't remember the
It's
order.
Manicure Garden. Shameful Display. Shameful Display is under Kai's stronghold.
Yep, that is correct. That's a very interesting stronghold province. I'm not sure I agree with that.
I don't agree with that. There you go.
Yeah, it's like I get the theory. You're sticking another 4 strength province that is tempo based against Crab.
Yeah, but this isn't a tempo matchup like Lion
he's
is.
He's lost all tempo. Well, he had tempo when he had Sumiko, but he's lost it all.
I don't know. I find like you don't need to gain tempo versus Crab, because like Furies are just such insane tempo versus them. Like you're.
Speaking of, he still has 2 of you.
Yeah, like so. I just want my provinces. I just want all my provinces to be insane.
We see it initiate defend. I don't agree with that. I feel like I want to save those initiates to honor them because they each have a fate. And Shameful Display is certainly a subpar stronghold province. The argument for it would be that you want a better home row, not a better stronghold province.
Yeah, like in long grindy games where my provinces are going to be attacked over and over again, I want really strong provinces. And
it's like
I was gonna say that's just like the strength of Dragon right now, is that their province row is so good.
It was like I was gonna say it's very similar to back when Phoenix were Seeker of Void.
Yeah,
you'd sometimes put Kuroi Mori in your home 4 because it was such a big tempo province. Like it didn't matter if it wasn't on your stronghold if they never got to your stronghold.
What would you put in your stronghold then instead?
Rally.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, your home row would be insane then.
And back then, you got a fate for the Kuroi Mori being hit early, and that mattered more early games.
True.
So there was some argument for it, but still, it's a very similar situation here, except for it's like toned down because this is a manicured garden and not Kuroi Mori. So
at
or rather, it's a rally for the cause.
At Worlds, if given the opportunity, you're gonna go for Seeker of Void again if you have the choice.
I mean, we are almost certainly gonna have it available to us again. So yeah, yeah, I'll take it.
I kind of wish that Fantasy Flight did rotations more often, so because it's just gonna come into this like weird meta thing where every other year, like until something changes, Phoenix is gonna be Seeker of Void every other year.
No, it's not my fault. The good provinces.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying I think that it just makes for a really stale like gameplay. I don't know.
I mean, in general, and I've harped on.
So we see the high kick.
In a lot of chats,
we see
the high
kick on Witch Hunter, which is really good because then it can't use its ability. Wait, high kick is only this conflict, all right?
Yes.
No, yeah. So it's like less good then because you can just do it after the conflict.
Yeah, but it means it can't do it to stand Casada back up.
Merholtz in chat is saying that he thinks that everyone is going to select Seeker of Void first.
Yeah, so Worlds is going to come down. Well, it depends, honestly. I think Seeker of Fire is also a very highly contested one. So, like, I think the first 3 that are going to be taken are Seeker of Fire, Keeper of Fire, Seeker of Void.
I would agree with that.
Like 9 times out of 10. Just because Feast or Famine is a broken card, and for Phoenix in particular, Kuroi Mori is a broken card.
Agreed.
Actually, there's a good argument that Phoenix may want to be Seeker of Fire over Seeker of Void with the new Stronghold, where we don't care so much about our characters being on it.
That's true.
And Feast or Famine in that sort of tempo spell deck could be very strong, and you could still have Kuroi Mori on the Stronghold.
Yeah. Also, don't you have like cards that count the number of fire cards? Like, don't provinces count?
No.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
Yeah. First off, they're not fire traded.
Oh, I see.
So I think I do believe they would count if they were fire traded, but I don't remember for sure. But they're not fire traded. I know for a fact your roll card doesn't count. If you're a fire roll, it doesn't count because it's not played.
Interesting.
Which I think is BS. I feel like if you're a Seeker of Fire, your Fire Katana should be better.
That's really weird too, because the Seeker of Fire card, while not being a card in play, still has a limitation on how often it can trigger.
Yep. What do we see here? We see Kai use the Manicure Garden, and it's 1-1 still. It's just the Skirmisher versus the Favor. So this Earth Ring is looking like it's going to get claimed, unless we see another Fury come out on the one attack person. But if the Fury comes out, then the Crisis Breaker can come in. Yeah, I think Kai's losing uh, a lot of control over this game. Yep, looks like he just sees the conflict. The Keeper Initiate comes out. He drops a Tattooed Wanderer, and Vince draws a card. So very good conflict for Vince, especially now that his Witch Hunter can now just sacrifice that Hiruma Skirmisher and stand up Kasada. Yeah, I think this game is going to be a slow, grindy win for Vince. Whoa, what just happened? What Kasada did we play? What?
Alright, I'm back. What's happening?
Vince just sacrificed Kasada to stand a Skirmisher.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. He mixed up the order. He's not trolling us this time. He legitimately mixed up the order.
We have Rega in chat being an admin saying, "Do not allow," all caps.
Do not allow. No takesy backsies.
No takesy backsies.
Your finger left the card.
Yeah, well, chess rules, right? Your finger left the piece?
Yeah.
I know if this was a Magic tournament and you did that, you would absolutely not be allowed to take that back.
Well, how many... I guess there has been MTG Online, although I don't know how popular MTG Online tournaments are.
They have Pro Tour qualifiers and stuff on it, so very, very popular.
Alright. Respect.
Hopefully
FFG Interactive makes an L5R online platform that's super sleek and
yeah, Magic Online is basically you're responsible for your own technical mistakes.
That's cool.
There's less. There's more. They've added a lot of like UI stuff though, so you don't sacrifice your own thing. So like if you want to sacrifice something to its own ability, when you click it, it'll say, "Do you want to sacrifice to its own ability? Yes or no?" Like you have to click through another thing.
Yeah, I think in this case it's just like unclear whether you want to select the thing you're standing first or the thing you're sacrificing first.
Fortunately, they were able to recreate the character.
Yeah, it's really easy to do. You just turn on manual mode and drag it all out from the discard pile.
Shout out to the Jigoku team for making it so simple.
Yeah. Respect.
Shout out to them, because without them we wouldn't have such awesome games like this to commentate.
For sure. People would still be using Tabletop Simulator, and that would be
Yeah, Kingsley was telling me that he was trying to play from like Prague or something, and the internet was so bad that the physics engine made his game like he couldn't actually play.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And so he had to talk to one of the admins to have them move the pieces for him.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, he had to have someone move the pieces for him, and like he had to tell them his plays.
I made the TTS pod, and like I understand why people don't use TTS, but it's prettier than Jigoku. That's my defense. It's prettier. It's so much prettier.
Rega being the only person in chat saying I like the Tabletop Simulator mod.
Rega just wants to suck up to
me.
And
Joe gives him a quick shut up. What was Insanity's pun? Kiss a dollars? Jesus Christ. D-.
Have we gotten any good puns? Like,
yeah,
we see him going back to the rally, by the way. Just saying.
He also doesn't take the fate off the firing to dishonor Shuichi. Or did he?
What? No. It's an air conflict.
Yeah, I know, but why didn't he go for fire? Why did he take the fate off the air ring instead of taking the fate off the firing?
I couldn't tell you. So Vince defends with 8 here. Hopefully we remember to blow in action.
There's Talisman.
Alright, well, we're going to see if the third luck goes there. Does he have it?
He's just going to move it to Pilgrimage now. He's just like...
No, I feel like you don't do it now.
No. But, like, it's funny. He's like... Vince is like, you don't want to attack Karada District? I'll make you attack Karada District.
Vince look, I told you earlier, Vince is just trying to help Kai out,
That's
okay?
Fair.
He's like, look, Kai. You're new to this, I can tell. Let me show you how to attack Crab. There was a court game wasted for Quesada. That's okay.
Is it though? Why not just use your favorable ground?
There's a decent chance you just let Vince win this defense and favorable ground out the investigator for defense of your own.
Yeah, I guess.
So we see a Wayfinder, an Ornate Fan, Seal the Crab, two-way the Crab, and a Spyglass in Vince's hand. Vince should just drop the third Spyglass on Quesada.
I would probably put it on Shuichi.
What?
The reason, here's my reasoning, because we were actually talking about conflict decking, and if you put it on Quesada, you could very easily deck yourself too quickly.
No, they're all reactions. You can choose whether
you don't have to do
them.
it? Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, they're not forced reactions. That'd be silly.
Look, to be fair, when someone asks me if I want to draw a card, it's really hard for me to say no.
Ooh, a piece of candy. We see the third Spyglass get dropped. What happened to the reprieve in Vince's hand? Oh, crap. I think Quesada's actually dying this turn. What happened to that reprieve?
It's not in his hand, and it's not in his graveyard.
Where'd it go?
Didn't he have one?
Did he not have one? Maybe we just thought he did, and he never did.
Up.
You're gonna scroll up a ways, my friend.
Fine, I'm doing it.
That was like turn 2. We're back in Vince, please. Turn.
Yep, turn 2 Dynasty. No, it was turn 1. The policy debate was turn 1.
It was. He definitely didn't play one. If he didn't have one all along, then he's gone through 3/4 of his deck without seeing a single reprieve.
Or maybe
chat says Control F, my friend.
Can you control F in this chat box?
Well, it'll search the entire page for it, and the chat box is part of the page.
Yeah, here it is. Quesada wins the duel. Sees reprieve. Plays reprieve.
Quesada saw that was Mirumoto.
Yeah, okay. I guess Vince never had a reprieve, and both of us are just like insane.
Yeah. Then yeah, you would attach it to Shuichi here because Quesada's dying. But Vince is actually losing a good chunk of his board here. I thought for sure he had at least a reprieve.
Yeah, he can't save this Witch Hunter either. So this Cloud Witch Hunter's gonna die. Yeah. He's gonna have a Shuichi.
Okay. No, there's a chance he draws a reprieve off the double Spyglass Quesada. There's a really good chance. There's 3 in the deck.
Here's another policy debate. So you're 1 in 4. You're 1 in 4 to draw reprieve.
Yeah, there's not much left in Vince's hand that's worth discarding. I don't know if I'd use this policy debate here. I guess Seal the Crab.
Wayfinder maybe, or Seal the Crab?
Seal the Crab's pretty big, but the Wayfinder, what's it even do? Like, Quesada's just going to go at you politically this turn.
Yeah, maybe. I think I would probably... Yeah, I don't know. Takes the fan.
Drops the fan, I guess. It's 2 political stats, I guess. I think he's going to pull out the Investigator. Dropping the fan means Quesada doesn't break.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. Boop. Out.
And you can't policy debate Quesada and try and get a reprieve that was drawn.
Yeah. Also, I think Quesada's still on, so...
I just do political water here if I'm Vince.
Yeah, you just take that
political water and I stand Shuichi.
Yeah. He's getting the favor. Well, right now it's tied, but he's getting the favor because I assume he's going to win this. I think Kai still has a Fury, though.
He does. He has 2 Furies still, I think.
No, he's got one. He used one
over
here.
He's got one then.
Yeah. So Kasada's going to draw 2 cards. Actually, decent chance that...
I like going water. If he attacks Resto here.
Yeah. And Restoration, I think triggers... Well, they're all reactions to the conflict being declared. Like, that's all one fluid step, where
so
Spyglass, Restoration,
I didn't have
and Spyglass
Vince had to discard no cards then?
I think he has to discard 1, because Restoration still hasn't been used. Unless they changed the order in which they changed it. The way I understood it early on when we asked this question was that declaring the conflict and reaction and like provinces flipping up all have they share the same reaction window as Spyglass.
So I think basically. The reason that Restoration doesn't trigger is because Vince only had 4 cards in his hand, so that reaction just immediately fizzles.
Yeah, it could be something with the way Jugoku's coded, or maybe they updated the ruling in Jugoku's right. I don't know for sure.
I don't know either. I don't know the rules on this game.
Regardless, Vince now has 6 cards in hand. It's interesting that he sent in the Crisis Breaker here. I'm not sure why, because it's dishonored. So it's not going to even help if Kasada gets Furied. Yeah, chat's saying that he should be able to activate Restoration after Spyglass because, like I said, it's the same window. So Vince, being first player, gets the first opportunity to take a reaction, which is Spyglass, and then Kai could either use Resto and discard the card, 1 card, so now Vince has 5, or he can pass and see if Vince uses the second Spyglass. At which point Vince can just pass on using the second Spyglass.
Yeah, so I think because Vince only had 4 cards, so if Vince has 5 cards, I think it works. So what happens was if Vince only has 4 cards, so on reveal.
Let me check the Discord. I'm just gonna do a quick ruling on it. But keep talking.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, actually, Rega's 1 step ahead of me. It says here, reactions to a conflict being declared, to attackers committing to the conflict, and to a province being revealed, all share the same reaction window. Kai should have an opportunity to trigger Restoration of Balance after the first Spyglass is used. In which point, Vince would end up with 1 extra card and not 2.
So Vince should have 5 cards instead of 6.
Do it optimally.
So Vince should, one of Vince's Way of the Crab should be in his graveyard, is what you're telling me?
I mean, he's just going to lose a Way of the Crab anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I was say Vince will just happily put his Way of the Crab in there.
Yeah. Hopefully Sideshow's watching and you can see how poor of a job he's doing on this system.
Yeah, I blame Sideshow.
This is literally the worst thing ever. We should go back to Tabletop Simulator.
Hashtag blame Sideshow. He's asleep, man. He's asleep, man. This is after his curfew.
Oh shit! It's almost midnight for
and
me.
Top deck the reprieve for Kasada.
Yeah, he got the reprieve.
I think there's 1 let go left.
Yeah, 3rd let go incoming. Hype.
Would it be hype though? It would make the game go longer.
It's the first bit of action we've had all turn. Come on, give me something.
Yeah,
here.
That's fair.
Actually, it's been a pretty good turn for Vince.
Yeah, I agree.
Vince has been doing stuff. Kai has just been trying to not lose, and I guess so far he's succeeded.
I mean, Kai has no way to generate a strong enough board now because this Karada district is just looming.
Yep.
And we have a talisman. We have
this
a talisman.
It's been an all-game Karada district.
Yeah, we have a talisman here now.
Yeah. That said, there's only 2 reprieves left, 2 iron mines left for Vince in terms of recursion.
Yeah, only two reprieves and 2 iron mines.
Well, the iron mines, he's only seeing 3 dynasty cards a turn at most. There's actually a very decent chance he doesn't see any.
So he has.
The reprieves he's gonna have most likely.
Yeah, between all the spyglasses.
If he wants them. Yeah. He doesn't have a witch hunter now though, and There's only one more turner left in the deck. Hey, never mind. Kasada's staying.
Yep, there he is. Kasada, you just buy Envoy. You just buy Envoy? I buy Envoy and I wave the crab.
I don't know if I'd wave the crab.
I would wave the crab with Envoy. My Envoy is worse than any character on Kai's board, and it's fate and card neutral.
That's fair. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's fate neutral because you might be getting a passing fate. I would maybe do it.
You could do it in draw
after, step. Yeah, in the draw step is what I mean. Sure. Yeah. So you don't give up passing fate if you aren't going to. We see Sumiko come in right after the favor passes, so that's not ideal.
Strong.
So I think, like, what do you even do here as Kai? You can buy Yuruma and flip the restoration back down.
Yeah, I think what you do is you start looking back through the chat log and seeing where you went wrong.
Well, he went wrong around turn 3 or 4 when he had the honored Sumiko and didn't break the Karada.
Yep.
I think that was the mistake of the game.
Agreed. Let's see if, like, I don't know, like, I think he just doesn't have enough gas now. Like, I think this is just the crab. The crab is, like, tearing him apart with its pincers very slowly.
Wait, man, it's crab late game. It's what it is. It's like, this Kasada's been here since turn 1, guys. Like,
yep, 6 turns.
He is not left.
Kasada 2 fate, this is now turn 6. Yeah, there was one opportunity where he could have had Kasada gone, where he could have avoided it, killing the Kasada dupe, but he chose not to.
Oh, we see a fade on the Envoy.
We're just gonna fade phase wave the crab this Yuruma then.
That's what it looks like. Or if Vince gets the Void Ring, he can control where the way the crab lands more by voiding the fade off of Yuruma.
Yeah, Kai's never gonna dishonor Vince. Vince is just gonna draw 1, and then if he ever gets low, he'll just air ring, and Kai can't stop an airing.
Yep.
Rhaegar, Spyglass is a May, as I found out.
Yeah.
As I found out, it's a May, even though every time given the opportunity to draw a card, I can't possibly say no.
This has been a very interesting game. So, you're going to dupe Kasada as Vince 100% of the time. Do you buy the Stoic Magistrate?
No.
Yep, just let it go.
I just saved my fate for, he just buys it with 2 fate.
I think that's fine. I mean, Vince is, like, rolling in fate.
Yeah, but, like, this character sucks right now. Like, it doesn't do anything.
It's a 2/2. It's not the worst thing ever. Like, it's stats.
I don't want to pay 5 mana for
good.
stats when I can just flip into something, like, relevant. Like, I still have break. I still have break.
I mean, I would if I've got, like, 5 mana to spare.
Yeah, but, like, next turn I'm going to flip, and I still have 2 more Crisis Breakers in my deck. I still have, like, anything else.
But you also have this Envoy that's going to get Fate Phase Way of the Crab 100% of the time here. So, like, I don't know. I think he's going to be fine.
I'd rather put him on Shrewd Yusuke or Crisis Breaker. Hell, I'd rather put it on Hida Guardian because I'm always going to have this,
freaking Karada.
Yeah, I'd buy Hida Guardian 2 Fate. Hida Guardian 3 Fate. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, it's very unlikely Dragon's going to ever assassinate at this point in the game. So, any low-cost character with Fate is very easy to stick. Ray, I'm pretty sure if this game lasted 7 more turns, it would be more than 6 hours long. It would be going into like 7 hours. Just because these boards are getting like super big. So turns are taking longer and longer.
Like,
yeah, game could end by conflict reshuffle.
Like, realistically, I think I would just... Yeah, I think Kai will lose to conflict reshuffle, if anything. Like, I think I just eat the dishonor if I'm Vince, and I just reshuffle my conflict deck for rebuilds and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like, as Vince, I might actually... there may be a point
I would
where
probably
I
just
start
turbo.
like
I would turbo
actually
through my
bidding
conflict
a
deck.
little more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there might be a point where I just start bidding 2 and give like 1 honor to Dragon a couple of times just to turbo through and then start drawing rebuilds
you
again.
have so much fate also that you can just go airing.
He's still got 2 mountains in that deck.
Yep.
He's got 2 mountains, 2 reprieve. And he's gonna be drawing 4 cards a turn off this Kasada that won't leave play.
What's the other word in front of your name for the Toryu?
Oh, it's just a name.
Oh, okay.
It's just Shiva Toryu.
Is that one of the characters from the old game?
No, it's literally just, it's actually the name of a fighter plane used in World War II that is nicknamed the Dragon Fighter because it took down bombers.
That's pretty sweet.
It was an anti-bomber fighter plane. So I was like, that sounds like a cool-ish name. I'll be Shiva Toryu. Because it also means Dragon Fighter, and I fight dragons. Hey. It's cute.
Where's the fight dragons come from?
My username online is always I fight dragons or Travis fights dragons.
Is there a story behind that?
I don't know. I like games where I fight dragons.
Right.
And so
I didn't know if you had like a grudge or something against the Dragon Clan.
Oh no. Also, let's see. Early on in high school, I discovered a band called I Fight Dragons.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
That used like synthetic VGA music and rock music together. It was pretty cool.
So we see Vince playing this reprieve just like instantly under Kasada. I don't know why.
Nick's telling me Toryu literally means fighting dragon. Well, there you go.
Wait, why did Vince play reprieve like just because, like, is he just like showing it to him hoping he'll concede? It's not an Earth Ring.
Yeah. Playing it on Kasada too.
Like, he just doesn't have to play it. Like, I
guess there's 2 more copies of Shuichi in the deck, so might as well. I don't know. I don't see a reason really not to play it. Well, Vince isn't exactly fate starved, and
yeah, but there's no reason to play it. There's like it just conceals information.
Yeah,
there's no valid art.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. But at the same time, this game isn't exactly been there.
Fair. So Talisman moves it to Pilgrimage. It's 5-3. This is a really greedy defense by Vince, and a really greedy move with Talisman by Vince.
Yeah, if this Karada goes down, he's actually like very vulnerable.
Like, how many political buffs have we seen? We haven't seen any methods and any fans.
That's a fine katana.
Yeah.
Wait, is this military?
No, it's political. It gives him another attachment for box.
I guess. Does he not have any fans? Seriously?
Well, he hasn't used a single fan or a single method. Is he playing 3 and 2 like most dragons?
He's running 2 and 2, I think.
2 and 2.
2 of each. Let me check. 2 method, 2 fan, yeah. Chad is speculating that Vince is just making mistakes to lull his opponent into also making mistakes.
I mean, sure.
It's not unlikely. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think like this is any real problem to really threaten. There's 2 fine katana. How many Neaten Masters have we seen this game for
0.
Dragon? None. Well, I guess if we see them now, they're not going to be that good.
They'll be really bad. Neaten Master wants card.
Yeah, he's got a die.
Wait, why did Vince play this Wayfinder into the conflict? It doesn't contribute?
Why does Vince anything? Philosophers have been trying for years to understand the Vince.
Understand the googly?
Yeah.
Man, I thought I was going to...
Interestingly enough. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I thought I was going to be able to go back and play League of Legends quicker than this.
Pretty sure we all thought we'd be done by now.
You know what?
Vince realizes his mistake.
It has been my pleasure to bring this game, though. I'm very glad that...
This has been a game.
Kingsley...
Like I said, annals of history.
Kingsley is just literally, like, just praising God right now that he didn't get suckered into this game.
He dodged the bullet.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Mountain Sample Castle coming in. Wait, what did he use to blow Kasada? Was it the? Was it the investigator
Please,
again?
no. Kitsuki investigator's ability, but Hida Kasada cancels it. Yep.
Okay. Well, there we go. Yep, it seems like he just forgot it again. There's another Kazuo coming into the conflict with 0 fate. Adds another 3. Oh, it's breaking.
Wait. This defense was so greedy. And he moved already.
Okay.
Did Vince just like break his own pilgrimage?
Maybe. Is that Way of the Crab?
Yeah, you just sack. I think you sack right Sugu.
Yeah. Anything else stops the break.
Wait, he sacked Initiate though.
Oh.
Why? How are you gonna?
Oh, because it doesn't contribute anyway. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not contributing. Sure. Okay,
yeah.
This is me being tired. This
yeah,
is me being tired now.
The game is fatiguing everybody.
Yeah. Initiate for sure. Yeah, it's a 0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say like before that, if Vince actually has an assassination, he could assassinate the Initiate and get a really sick Way of the Crab. But it seems like that is off the table now.
Now Vince just has his Karada District destroyed? And now Kai's attachments are safe? Vince didn't use Karada District to steal an attachment before it went away? He could have stolen a katana?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
And Shuichi ends up dishonored. That talisman was like super greedy. I don't know why.
Well, that defense was just super greedy. You can just defend. You just defend with Stoic and Shuichi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Well, it's time for Vince to put on the gas if he wants to win this game. He needs to go break Karada like right now. Or not Karada, Restoration.
Yeah, he can't even. Like, yeah, he just attacks Feast or not Feast, Restoration.
Yeah. The problem is he can't stand Kasada.
Joe says, yeah, that was a goof on my part. That summarizes Vince this whole game.
Yeah. Kai says he feels sorry for the viewers. Hold on, guys, don't worry, I got this.
Feel sorry for the viewers. Feel sorry for the casters. We've had 30+ viewers this whole time, and they've been here watching.
They can't look away, dude.
There, I just modded a bunch of people in my channel while I was waiting. Vince says, "Hold my beer," drops beer. Yeah, Empathy says, I was thinking that Crab couldn't lose anymore. Now he's not sure. It's like watching a train wreck where the firefighters alternate between spraying water and using a flamethrower. That's so good. Alright, that's an A+ right there from Soldier Token.
It's pretty good, Soldier. It's like the flamethrower and the fire hydrants are like just look the exact same. They can't figure out which is which.
Alright, so we see water ring to stand Stoic Magistrate?
I guess, yeah. See, it's the most power he can stand.
This was the problem. Vince bought the Stoic Magistrate, and it lulled him into a false sense of security, as opposed to if he had just not bought it, he would have just defended that conflict properly.
Well, I feel like that's not necessarily the fact that he bought the Stoic Magistrate, so much as the fact that he didn't defend the province properly, you know?
Look, man, that's logical, but this game has been everything but logical, so I'm going to go with my view of it.
Okay. You got it.
Alright.
Is it Earth?
No, it's
water.
Is
this Earth or is this water? Oh, yeah.
Stands Magistrate.
Yeah, we got it. The second province is broken on the dragon side.
Stronghold for Vince is Ancestral Lands.
Yep. And the political's done, so I think Kai has this. I think it's game.
No, Vince could have a bonsai.
The bonsai's not gonna be enough. There's no way.
Crab Stronghold is 3, so it's still an 8 strength province.
Let's see, we've seen 2 katanas, but we know he has a Daisho. He probably has another military buff in some form. Okay, there's a small chance Vince can hold on here, but he's not winning this conflict.
I think it's like a 50-50 whether Vince loses or not. I mean, Vince has seen 34 of his 34 of his conflict cards.
Well, Dragon's seen 30 and only seen 1 bonsai.
Well, I'm assuming he has a bonsai, and I'm assuming Vince has a bonsai. Well, Vince only has 1 bonsai left, so maybe not.
Okay, we know he has a Daisho as well.
We know Vince's hand is Seal of the Crab, Way of the Crab.
Oh, Tattooed Wanderer. That's the 3rd one, right? Yep, 3rd one.
So you just covert the Stoic Magistrate, and then you duel the Keeper Initiate?
Correct. Then you just need to reach 8 on your own as Dragon. You have 5 on board. You just need a bonsai. Or both of your Daishos. No, both Daishos don't do it. Or they do it, because you can take the fate off the Void Ring.
Yeah.
So yeah, both Daishos or a bonsai, that's game. Unless Vince has another conflict character.
Let's check his conflict discard. So 1 Wayfinder's in play. We see 1, 2, 2 skirmishers. So he can potentially have.
Holy hell!
He could potentially have enough conflict characters.
I agree. I agree with Tenorem. Finish him. As the Emperor would say, do it.
Yes, do it. Indeed, do it. I'm fairly certain that WJMJR is Bill, but if I'm wrong, I just modded some random person.
That's Bill. Pretty sure it's just his initials.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Bill.
That's Bill. Bill.
He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. All right, here's the Void Ring contest. Now let's see it.
Yep. Removes at minimum, it removes the fate from Shuichi, and then Vince has a really weak board next turn. Well, a significantly weaker board.
Yeah, it kills off his talisman too.
Here. Yeah, that talisman move was so
Here's
greedy.
Skirmisher with 1. The reprieve pre-combat also was really bad.
I don't know about playing the Skirmisher right now. I really don't know about that.
Yeah, because he wasn't breaking.
Yeah, it wasn't breaking. You're not winning on defense. Well, it's like Vince has like the godly read that Kai has just a sword and no bonsais.
The real question:
he does have only 4
cards. How many
cards
does Kai have left? Does he have 1 left?
Right. So, yeah, he's got 1 left. Anyway, if Vince does pull off the defense here, doesn't lose the game, and attacks with the Stoic Magistrate, it's going to be Earth. That leaves Kai very low on cards. Likely just like 1 or 2 cards in hand.
Well, Kai's going for the break here.
Well, he's going to try. He needs 3 more.
A bonsai does it.
A bonsai does it. A katana does not.
A katana does.
He's only got 1 more.
A katana does. You just duel the Keeper Initiates.
You're right.
Yeah. Vince is -1, whatever his number is at any point.
It's true. Yeah, so Katana would do it.
Yeah, oh yeah, Tenorum's pointing out that Kai could also assassinate the skirmisher and then you could duel the... So you duel the initiate first.
Does Kai have an assassinate?
I mean, he has one in his deck.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
oh,
like,
no,
he
doesn't have any in his deck.
We know...
Kai is not playing any assassinates.
Yeah. Well, I knew he had the die show because it went back in his hand ages ago, but the rest of his hand is unknown. Wait, what?
Wait, why did he duel the skirmisher?
Yeah.
Wait.
Is he not breaking? No, he's not breaking.
He's not breaking.
Vince is still in it.
Can Vince break here?
Maybe with a fan.
No, he doesn't need a fan. He's got no more fans. He just breaks with the magistrate.
Oh yeah, he breaks the restoration.
Why did Kai attack with Yuruma then? He should have just attacked with the Raitsuga for the ring.
He wasn't sure if he could win. Maybe.
I mean, that's...
he knew what's on his stronghold. I don't fucking know. maybe he had another sword, but I don't know. I don't.
All right, cool. Math is...
I don't know. I don't know.
Math is for nerds, dude.
Okay, this is Crab versus Dragon. You know how Crab feels about math.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hi.
Hey, what's this game?
I have no idea.
Alright, well, we've gone to the private room now. Jesus Christ. Can I... Alright, that was random.
That was super random. That's what we get for using the public rooms.
Yeah, I guess I just blocked that person.
That was just some guys on Discord.
That was literally just some random people who joined the channel. Alright, anyways.
I lost my train of thought.
This game...
Kai discards an Ornate Fan at random.
Wait, what? How did Vince... Oh, Kai had less Fury.
Yeah, I told you, Vince just goes, for the, Earth, leaves Kai on one card. Vince still looks very good for this game. But he still needs to break 2 provinces. So Vince is looking for a Witch Hunter here.
No, Vince has no more Witch Hunters in his deck.
What? He's only seen 2.
He's seen 3, hasn't he?
Oh, he has seen 3.
Yeah, okay.
I can't count. Okay.
And Vince is a favorable ground, which is insane.
Yeah, that's really good here. And a Crisis Breaker is also really good.
Oh yeah, Vince has the Seal of the Crab too, so yeah, this covert was never going to do anything. I think this is this is going to be game, actually.
I think Vince has got this. Kai has a new character. And 1 card in hand.
And 4 honor.
Yeah. Granted, the Investigator is a hell of a card to get.
Is it though? Kai's had Investigator in play for like 3 turns, saw Vince's hand once because he just kept feeding Kasada a Fate.
True. He has to actually burn an action to turn off Kasada. Now, like an actual meaningful one. Either the +2/+2 from the Stronghold or one of his few cards in hand. As Vince, I'd be actually kind of tempted to just... As Vince, I'd actually be kind of tempting to bid like 3. Just to draw out my deck, depending on what's in there. Because we know he's got a mountain. He's got mountains in there.
Yeah, so if you 3-bid, you go to 7, and then you go down to 2. That's fine. You can attack Air Ring as your first conflict. I think I would bid 3. I agree.
Oh yeah, and it's like not even that. He bids 1 anyway. But also like he'd be able to draw out the rest of his deck with 1 Kasada conflict.
Yeah, and then you rebuild. You shuffle your rebuilds for this Karada district.
And we see Kai bid 2. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vince go for an Earth conflict actually.
Yeah,
just to choke the hand.
He has a keeper also.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the 1 keeper.
And And Kai has 4th Fate anyway, so unless Vince really needs the second Fate off the airing, Earth is a very tempting pick.
We see Way
Way
of
the Crab.
I saw.
Yep. Bye, Yuruma.
Yeah, I saw Yuruma.
Actually, depending on situations, you may sack the Investigator, but I think Yuruma's definitely the pick. Okay. Barg says 1 for 3 unsuccessful Way the Crabs. It's a game. Nice. We see Kazada going at the Restoration of Balance every time. Military.
Do you though? Can you not break it with somebody else? Because if you could break it with somebody else, you could then use Kasada to break the Stronghold, because the Stronghold's Shameful Display.
That's true. I think he's just going to wait till next turn, or just put enough pressure on that he threatens the break so that Dragon can't attack
That's
at all.
fair.
I mean, a Stronghold Shameful Display just needs 5 to break, and Dragon has 2 characters that he cannot stand or use twice in any way.
Can cycle his deck this turn with his favorable ground moving Kasada.
Yeah. Interesting here. If Kai...
Yeah, Blarg is pointing out that he keeps playing Crisis Breaker and not attacking with it when he could just attack with it. And no, Blarg, he's got Seal of the Crab in his hand, so he's going to use Crisis Breaker action to stand Kasada.
Yeah. Every time. Speaking of, Kai still has Echo somewhere in the deck. Echo and Reprieve, and Kai surviving this turn could be enough that maybe he wins. Maybe he can survive the game. We're on turn, what, 7? Easy
He does
game.
have 5 Fate right now.
It's not even my longest game ever. My longest game's 10
It's not even sandbagging Blarg, like we know he has it in his hand. Dude, those are his actions. He doesn't want to use them. If he uses them, he doesn't get them back.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Who are you to tell people how to spend their actions? It's none of your business. So when is Kai gonna drop the Storehouse to draw a card?
He might use it to burn Kasada.
I feel like the card might be more valuable.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he just used the Raisugu duel to burn Kasada.
Sure. Which,
so what did
Vince
he do?
Played Seal. Vince played 2 Seals.
Yeah.
And Raitsugu cancels Kasada's action.
Yeah, and then he uses Mountain Anvil. Vince needs 1 more military.
Vince, please play a Bonsai or anything. No, Vince needs 2.
Favorable ground to move in the Crisis Breaker.
Sure. I
guess.
favorable ground my guy out now.
Yeah, well, I'd Storehouse first.
Sure.
Maybe I get a Fury.
No, you're out of Furies.
We're out of Fury. Okay, maybe I get a Bonsai.
No, I'm assuming Vince has a Bonsai. I leave with Raitsugu and I try and win on a political attack. My only chance.
You're not wrong.
I political covert the magistrate and attack.
You will be losing a card though.
Look, I play any buffs I got. I play them all.
Wait, he's already used 2 fans, hasn't he? He's lost 8 fans somewhere.
I don't know, man. Look. This. I'm literally just telling what the only way that Kai can win the game. I think is.
Yeah. Okay, he's got 1 fan, 2 Katsuki's Method, 1.
If you don't have
1 more Court Games.
Yeah.
No more Court Games. All 3 Court Games are used. So yeah, he could potentially have the buffs necessary to win.
It's tough.
And he'll have the Investigator.
You have to get the 13.
Yeah. I think Kai should just favorable ground out. He should also draw a card. Oh, he goes for it. He's gonna have to do it. No, he only needs to do it once here to save the province because of the storehouse. So he's not going to spend the honor. So if Vince has a fine katana, that
Vince
doesn't.
isn't playing katanas?
Oh, well. Why is this game so hard? Why aren't people just playing stats, okay?
Well, Crab, to be fair, has, like, Seal the Crab replaces katana. Like,
yeah, I know. I know. It's just like...
Yeah, see, if Vince had just shuffled his conflict deck, Kai wouldn't have been able to look through it.
Yeah, GG. If Vince just did one more.
No, Empathy, he can't break Crab Stronghold with Bonsai because Casada has Seal the Crab on it, so it just stands with Crisis Breaker and just is a billion stats. Literal billion.
Vince does have one more Bonsai in his deck, right?
Yeah.
What if it's the last card?
I mean, he won't break, right? Like, it's breaking right now.
No, Vince has 2 Bonsai. He's out of Bonsai.
Oh, Vince is only playing 2?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
He's crazy.
Bill saying if Kai didn't let him undo the witch hunter sacrifice, he wins. Got him.
Got him. Traded Casada for a 1-dash. Vince has been trolling all game, my friend. Good sportsmanship, the real misplay.
How dare you be a decent human being?
You're true.
Alright, so here's the bonsai to save the province.
Alright, he does spend the honor. He was floating on that for a bit.
Wait, Foxel, is that you, Jacob?
Alright, well, Vince is out of bonsais. He's got basically no more military buffs in the deck.
Thanks
Jacob,
for the sub.
We see a pre-play of the Kitsuki's method. If we see another attachment come in here, this could be very bad for Vince. Though I think I agree with you for the most part. I would have just gone at the stronghold. Pathfinder's Blade. Okay, that just gives him another 2. So this Investigator is a 7. He needs an 8 to break.
Well,
and there will be a defensive 1.
He could have...
Actually, there will be a defensive a lot because Raitsugu's bowing here. Yeah. I think you're right. I think like it was just a straight mistake not to just export Raitsugu out of there and go for a stronghold push with Raitsugu plus the Investigator.
Yeah, you just covert the Magistrate, and then you can duel the Guardian, and so Vince will have a defensive 2. The thing is, you'd have to get to
No, he'll have a defensive 3 because the Guardian. Oh no, never mind. Vince doesn't have him holding.
Well, the Guardian would get dueled, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I meant Vince had a holding, but he.
It doesn't matter though. Like,
it
doesn't matter though because Kai would have to get to strength 15.
Yeah.
Why can't he duel the Guardian's soldier token? Oh yeah, he used the duel to pop Casada.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
You're right. Yeah, I think Vince has this just on numbers.
No, Tenor.
With
We're talking
no
about a political conflict.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Vince can draw.
He's gonna do water, I guess. Here to.
He can go to 9 if he draws the fan.
Wait, he's doing air.
No way. No, you do water here.
Yeah, absolutely. You do.
Okay, I guess he's afraid of dishonor, but like water protects you from dishonor too. Like.
Well, no. Vince is just gonna break now. You're. Oh no! He's gonna take the fate and then move out.
Yeah.
He's gonna move out.
Yeah.
He has to make sure. Why is Vince defending?
Well, no, Vince should defend because there is a small chance this investigator breaks.
Who cares if he breaks rally?
Okay, now there was no chance the
Wait,
investigator
who cares
breaks.
if he breaks rally?
Oh, wait, oh, it's rally. Oh, never mind. Why is he attacking rally?
Yeah, especially with the court games, there's no chance your opponent breaks.
Yeah. Wait, why is he attacking rally anyway?
No, Talisman's not there anymore. Nix, he's out. He doesn't have Talisman anymore. He's literally used both.
Well, he could shuffle them. He could shuffle them.
Sure, whatever.
Oh man, but still, like.
Well, like.
Okay. Here's why you attack the rally. I guess it's just like maybe Vince doesn't defend and then you turn off Quesada. I don't know.
No, if Vince doesn't defend, he just wins. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You have a 5 strength holding. Or you have a. I guess he could. No, he could use it to dishonor and honor. No, yeah, that still breaks. Yeah, he could. He has.
No, Vince isn't on the stronghold. He still has to break the restoration.
Oh, he never broke restoration. Jesus Christ! Why is this game taking so long?
Because Raisugu stayed and defended. Because Raisugu stayed and defended, dude. Yeah, he uses Katsuki Investigator to break Quesada, and. There's a plan here. I can feel it.
Alright, it's 3 to 4.
Is there a point where you pop this storehouse and draw a card? Is that now?
Katsuki Investigator gives another fate to a ring to do nothing.
Why did he pull out now? What? He literally just put a fate on a ring and popped Quesada and did nothing else. I'm so confused.
Man, this is some next level.
Oh, and a mountain. Alright.
Mirumoto Kai is showing us the real strength of Katsuki Investigator. It's actually a really neat way to just give your opponent fate.
Yeah. I think if I'm Vince, I still go for water here.
He's activated it 5 times this game, 4 of which have been cancelled by Quesada. Yeah, exactly, Joe. He moved a fate from the earring to the fire ring. This is the hidden power of Katsuki Investigator.
Yeah. This game's gone on about an hour and a half longer than it should have. Well, Vince is going all in on this attack. I think it should be water, but it looks like it's fire. He just wants the fate, I guess. And it's going to be 4 strength base. 5 strength base, because favor. The investigator defends.
Yep, 5 to 3.
And that restoration of balance will still not break.
Awesome.
Unless Vince plays. I'm pretty sure he's out of fans. Pretty sure he's out of court games
Vince
too.
wins a conflict.
Not that there's anything great. Yep. Sweet. And the game goes on. Quesada loses his reprieve.
Now here's a real question. If Kai draws Let Go with his storehouse and Let Goes the reprieve on the Quesada.
Does Vince still have another reprieve?
Maybe.
I think he has one more.
No.
Oh, I think that's what the fate is for. Yeah, I think he does. I only see one in the discard.
Kai also will go down to 1 honor.
He will go down to 1 honor.
And he doesn't even get the favor with the Imperial Palace. Hashtag feels bad, man.
Yep, there goes the reprieve.
1 honor. So even if Vince doesn't break, he's just going to dishonor him out.
Yeah. Yeah, Vince is going to lose 5 honor here, but it doesn't matter. we did cycle a card.
Tenorem saying that awesome for Mind's Desire sounded like someone giving up on life. Dude, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm going to go back to Magic.
I won money playing Magic.
I mean, I can't blame you for playing Magic. I just don't think Magic's that fun.
Yeah, that's fair. I had a ton of fun this weekend with my friends, and we ended up winning money, like, compared to the expense of the Kote, where the prizes were garbage.
Well, to be fair, yeah. Anything's fun if you're winning money doing it.
Well, to be fair, even if we hadn't won money, I still would have had a lot of fun. It cost me less money than it did at the Kote, and it was a team event. Team events are always really fun.
All right, we're still in the game. And we see the second keeper initiate for Vince on turn 8.
Yep, Hida Kasada, been around for 8 turns. He's never leaving the...
We see the first Neaton Master.
He's never left the wall. And Neaton Master real good now when you have 2 cards in hand. And, like...
he still has one more weapon in the... 2 more weapons in the
blade and a katana, I think?
He's got a Daisho.
Oh.
Not a katana.
Yeah.
So, Neaton Master could be okay. Neaton Adept, probably not that good.
Simkov saying, isn't the designer theme of L5R that nothing is permanent? Well, they need to watch this game.
Crab says, hold my beer. There it is, the 5 honor loss. He draws his 1 card.
Insanity says both players should be at 5 here.
To be fair, Vince could bid 5 and be like perfectly safe.
He would be at 1. He would be at 1 honor.
Yeah. But like, I don't know why you would, but he could.
Wait, has Vince played?
There's no more
Vince
Catching Wonders from
played
Dragon.
2 assassinations, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he has them in his hand.
So
he never played one.
Yeah. He straight got them. I don't know if he would play one here, unless it's the make or break, but the makey breaky.
Alright, so Vince can win with a fire ring, an air ring, and a void ring, even if he doesn't win by breaks. So Kai needs to challenge air ring here.
That's what he's gonna do. Display of power?
Yep. Then Kai would win on different circumstances. It'd be pretty sweet. Vince playing an illegal deck would be a great way for this game to end. Yeah, look, Joe.
It's only illegal if you get caught on stream with 30 people still watching this game for some reason.
What do you mean? They're watching it for the 2 insane commentators. We're so good.
You know that's not why.
You know what? Let me have my moment.
Okay, dude. I think you let me have my moment earlier. So
there's been a lot of moments this game. Yeah.
I feel like when Reagan makes the highlight reel, like they should all come from this game.
No, Shirtai is giving the real reason. Sunk cost.
Sunk cost.
Yeah, definitely sunken cost. Agreed.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I've already invested 2.5 hours in this game. I might as well see it out to the end at this point.
Yeah, Tenor, I'm saying he woke up an hour and a half ago. Dude, it's 12:40 in the morning here.
Bill's saying he's preferring the alternate reality where Kai didn't let Vince take back the Quesada sacrifice, and then we have to deal with the drama over a misclick.
Ooh, that would have been sick.
That sounds like a real sweet reality right now, because I'd probably be asleep.
Alright, so we see a mountain on Quesada. The game's gonna be over here.
Well, we know he has a mountain, we know he has 2 assassinates, we know he still got away with the crab.
No, I think he used both of them. Like, I'm 99% sure.
Oh, he might have.
Yeah, he did use both of them. The first one got the Initiate, the second one got the Yoruma.
Oh, hey, J Tetsubo, that's also a card in his deck. And, Kai has 3 cards.
Wait, he put the Tetsubo on his Yasuki. Why?
Yeah. Why not?
What do you mean, why not? It doesn't make any sense.
Look at that guy. well, what's the bigger insult to your opponent? Quesada wielding a Jade Tetsubo? Also, Quesada has 2 restricted attachments.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. Anyway, what's more insulting to your opponent? Quesada, the big burly dude in armor wielding a Tetsubo, or the dinky old guy who looks like he's mocking you, smacking you in the face?
I feel like
I feel like this is the big BM play.
I feel like the old guy, when instead of hitting you with the Tetsubo, he gives it to you to hold, and then you're like too tired, so you it falls on you or something. Who knows? Yeah, Norikage. I don't know. This is some real life, all right.
We know the Yasuki's actually just like swole AF.
Dude, it's all under the robes. The robes hide it.
Yeah. He's just like ripped. He's like Master Roshi under there.
Oh man.
Boop. That's game. If the turn ends. So
I mean, there's just the fire ring also, so we can just.
Well, I mean, Vince just takes the fire ring and that's game.
Vince just fire rings the Mendicant or the Adept. Vince could also end the game before the Fate phase and just assassinate the guy he dishonors.
Yep. I mean, Vince just played at Court Games, right?
Oh yeah.
What?
Vince should have court.
What? Who did he Court Games? Wasn't the Investigator already dishonored?
Wait. No, Vince discards Court Games from the Investigator.
Well, he should have played the Court Games first, then.
Yeah, and then assassinate.
That's game. Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what they're talking about.
Look, Vince had 17 different ways to win. He just needed to pick one.
Vince is quite literally in an unlosable position, I think.
I like how you.
I think he has to actually try. You cannot accidentally lose from this position as Vince. I'm fairly confident. I'm gonna say it. You can't just like bumble your way into losing the game here. He can bumble his way around winning
No.
and make it take
Bill
longer.
says he could forget to defend his stronghold. That's true. That is a way to lose.
Yeah. But I feel like that's really hard to accidentally do at this point. Also, he's sending Casada on this attack when he has a mountain. Lost value. Well, actually, I guess Kai has a military left, so he can just move in Casada. Oh my god. The end of the game is here. Yep. So Kai has to defend with the Neat Adept. There's basically nothing it can do against this attack. One of the two 1-drops, or one of the two weak characters gets dishonored, and then in the very next conflict, it gets assassinated as the first action. And FGG. It didn't take 4 hours. It took 2.5. Well, almost 3.
Vince saying there are pieces of a good game in there, and I have to disagree.
No. I think that's actually like Vince is like an aged pirate, and he's telling us that there's like treasure in this game, and he's like challenging everyone to go find it.
Nope.
Go find the pieces of a good game.
Yep, there is just it's pieces of it's like giving somebody a puzzle and then having like a bunch of a bunch of the same pieces and watching them struggle.
Vince is like, if we combine, we'll make a fully functioning player.
Nope. I would also disagree with that statement. Simcoff saying FOG should post this on their website in a learn to play section. Bill saying if I ever teach a new friend to play this game, I'll make them watch this.
I feel like if like someone was like getting into the game, you showed them this
Rega,
game.
what if both of them DC right now? Rega, what if they both DC right now to troll?
What if like Vince accidentally hits concede instead of leave game? Does that count?
We're keeping the admin team on their toes here.
I'm surprised they're still with us.
Well, Rega's on the West Coast, so it's actually not that late for him.
Well, he's not on the West Coast. He's not in time, right?
No, Rega's West Coast.
What?
I'm like 99% sure.
It's not time. No. Utah, Colorado, that area.
Is that where Rega is? I thought Rega.
Rega, prove me right.
At L5 Rega. What? Oh, Rega's mountain time?
Rega's mountain.
Wow.
Oh, suck it. I need you to burn the evidence, dude.
Insanity couldn't lie for me, huh? All right, it's over.
Yeah, they did take me to Worlds. So,
oh, yeah, that's fair.
I had the inside scoops.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I didn't know I was dealing with insider trading here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the game is finally over.
Oh, this will be
8 turns.
This will be sweet. I get to meet a lot of
3 hours.
I get to meet a lot of you guys at Worlds.
Yeah. I'll try and make Worlds again this year.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And I'll definitely be at Gen Con.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you there for sure because I live in Indy.
Well, that means, dude, you're like not even far away, man.
What to?
You should come to Dayton for tournaments and shit.
No, I absolutely will. Like, I mean, we don't have like a good local like paper L5R scene here, so I absolutely will.
Yeah, I feel like we have like a bunch of like half good scenes around Cincinnati and Columbus, and then like every once in a while there's a tournament in Dayton, we get like decent numbers. It's sweet because like the Columbus guys will go there and stuff. I guys go there.
Oh, Insanity's saying he's going to Gen Con. All right, cool. Insanity, I'll see you guys at Gen Con.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to sleep probably now.
Yeah, technically the game's not over, dude. You gotta stay.
It's not over yet? Okay, there. Concedes. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, okay. There we go. You're free to
go.
go.
Alright, cool. Well, thanks
again
to everybody for sticking around to the game. Thanks again for Travis for sticking around and casting this whole thing. It was interesting. I'm glad
I did it. I for one feel like I've grown as a person.
I for one feel like I lost about 2 hours of my life, but you know what? I accept.
You know, I feel like it raised my determination as a player.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think this is a good example of like how not to close out a game.
This is like how to throw a game back. I swear, if they were playing.
This is the equivalent of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
I could have sworn early on. I'm pretty sure Vince was actually trying to help Kai win the game. There were genuine moments that I feel Vince. Should we? Is it the correct move to get Vince in here for short interview?
I'm not interviewing Vince, mostly because the interview will be too mean. I'm just gonna yell at him in crab chat now.
All right. Oh yeah, you guys do that.
You're welcome. I think it might be worth it just to leave Phoenix chat for like an hour to watch everyone bag on Vince. Just saying. All right. Well, I mean, maybe I can just go to bot chatter, add crab sneakily, and maybe the mods won't Sideshow will literally wake up and yell at you.
What bullshit? I'm in. Challenge accepted.
All right. Later, guys.